Because I'm worth it.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Happy Saturday. We are down one sauce this week, but it's okay.
We are less sauced.
We are less sauced. We've got the numbers girls gone, so if things get messed up, sorry. I'll just
The
tell
week
you.
where she would have enjoyed talking about Wicked, about how amazing it
Oh,
was.
I know.
How
Maybe
it's so much better than what was the other crap musical that came out? Demon Hunters or whatever it was.
you didn't. Did you watch it? K-pop Demon Hunters.
I've seen part of it. It was some of the most boring trash I've ever witnessed in my entire life.
So I didn't like it as much as like every other girl did, and people were like, "What?" And I'm like, I thought it was fine. I'm like, listen, 12-year-old me would have been like losing my mind over this stuff, but I watched it once, and that's good enough for me. Like, I'm not like over it.
I tried. Everyone kept saying how amazing it was. So
After I watched it, I knew you were gonna like it. When actually I was like, check it out. I'm like, this room's gonna hate this.
I got about 5 minutes in and I thought, there's no way I could stick this. But I tried a bit longer and it was still ass. It just seemed to go. The first song, because I was expecting like K-pop. Like, I don't even think the first song I wouldn't even classify as K-pop. It was kind of like American music, which seemed very odd.
Like Americanized K-pop a little bit, I guess.
Well,
Their
yeah,
version.
I don't know the genres of music to accurately describe it, but it didn't seem very sort of Asian music to me at all.
Yeah, I wasn't like, I liked it, but I didn't, freak out over it. I remember I gave it 8 out of 10 and people were like, wow. I'm like, okay, calm down. That's not even a low score. I'm just not gonna.
Well, everyone loved it. It went into the cinema. They loved it again. They kept watching it wherever it went. At this point, I think you could project it onto the moon, and everyone would stand outside and stare at it for another 2 hours. It's kind of like was it The Last of Us? No, GTA 5. They could release GTA 5, re-release it on any platform. People would buy it again and play it all over again. So that was that movie.
Yeah. Yeah, well, they're making a second one. Hopefully they don't like make it bad. I want it to be good for everyone that loved it. But speaking of Wicked for Good, I didn't watch it yet. So you know what? We'll talk about it next week. Once X-Ray's here, she's seen it, and Disbrew can, go take a walk or something. I don't know if we talk about it, or because you didn't like it.
Well,
right?
I've seen it.
Yeah.
The strangest part of the movie for me was is it Alphaba? Ariana Grande? I always think of them as their actual name. So Ariana Grande
Alphaba is the green one, right? The Wicked Witch.
Ariana Grande, whatever character
Galinda.
Her arc is kind of like how she's going along with evil people because she likes the attention and the power, and she's ruling the kingdom.
So like the first one. Okay.
Well, I haven't seen the first one.
You
but
haven't?
she enjoys like everyone lavishing all the attention on her, and she's going along with horrible things. And then at the end, she like overthrows the people that were telling her to do evil things, and only to stage a revolution in the country and rule it herself. So she doesn't learn anything. She doesn't do it. She starts going. People are warning her throughout the entire movie. You can't do this. You seem to be loving evil too much. And then at the end, she just embraces it. And I'm like, is this supposed to be
white people bad? Okay.
Well, no, the entire thing is just morally awful, which isn't surprising for a movie that's trying to tell you that the evil people are good. And I couldn't escape the whole feeling of it, of I'm just being lied to. It's like if Mao came back and started telling you about the Great Leap Forward, and he was like, no, I was doing all of these marvelous things, everyone was loving it. And like, I know you're a horrible person, why are you lying to me? And so I was just bewildered throughout the entire movie.
So I will most likely like sail the seas for this, or wait for it to get. Well, if we're gonna review it tomorrow or next week with X-Ray, I'll make sure I see it by then. I liked the first one, but the thing is, the first one was based on. So a lot of people like that didn't know about like the Wicked book, and then like the musical that had happened before this movie got a little like bent out of shape because they're Wizard of Oz fans, and I'm like, this was a fan fiction book prequel that is not it's not canon with Wizard of Oz. So like if you don't like it, that's fine. Like, and it's like for the girls and the gays. I'll be honest, the musical.
Well, it's for evil people. That's the
and
only thing I can think. Because
well,
the movie is canon. That is the truth. And so if you come out going, no, she was good, actually, you're just praising evil, and now evil is lying to me. And it came across like, because she survives at the end. It came across as like the evil witch survived at the end and then started spreading rumors about how the good people were bad and she was the good person, really. And I'm listening to the head, because you know when they go in an argument, there's two sides to every story. There isn't.
Yeah.
One person is lying, one person's telling the truth. And this is just the whole point of, I've now got the person that's lying to me about everything that's happened when I already know the other side of the story. And so I'm just like, this is... You would stop somebody who was lying to you this badly.
So is this actually, because I thought this wasn't actually like canon with the real story of Wizard of Oz, like that it was just like a fanfic.
Well, it might be
prequel.
fan fiction, but the point still stands.
Yeah,
that the movie is
saying.
canon. That is the truth, and therefore this can only be the story from her side of that argument.
Yeah. So I was like worried about.
It's meant to fit in with the canon. It's not meant to contradict it.
So. Well, this one, all right. So the first one, like the first Wicked, I liked the movie. I thought it was fine. I seen the musical years ago. I've never actually read the book, but I'm pretty sure like I didn't see the Broadway version, but I seen like the, in my home state, that version, right? It wasn't Broadway, but whatever, musical. And I liked it. I'm a girl, so that was fine. But what I was worried about with the second one here is this was them taking control, like telling a whole different story. Like they are just like making it themselves. You know what I mean? Like they are telling their own story. I mean, sorry, I couldn't figure out what I was trying to go with there. So this second one, from what I understand, has nothing to do with like the Wicked book that was written or the stage play. Like this was them continuing the story with their own, like, add addition to it. So I was like worried. I'm like, what direction are they going to go with it? Because really, with the first one, the story was told. Like you said, like they told that story. Okay, she didn't die. She actually wasn't bad. Okay, and there's a story. Now they're diving deeper into it. And with modern Hollywood, I was like, ooh, what are they going to do with this? So I guess
on F&T, I think some people had read the books and some people had seen the theatre and stuff. And I think the question was asked, what was the difference between that and the play? And I don't know whether we actually got an answer for it. I know the ending is different. Apparently, it's left more dubious, like whether the Green Woman survives or not. Whereas in this, it's just revealed.
The play that I seen, they do show her like leave, like they see that she's not dead, right? Like it shows like well, they did. It's been a long time since I've seen it, but I do remember that part.
I think it is trying to stick pretty much to the theatre. Oh yeah, no, Odin. I think it was Odin did say that it was different in some ways, but what he was annoyed about was more it told things out of order. They'd rearranged different timelines of things more than it actually contradicting it in any way. I don't think there was anything particularly ideological in it that wasn't already in the play, because the play was already very ideological. They couldn't really make it much worse. I mean, you're already preaching evil as good. There's not really much further you can go.
Yeah. So Wicked for Good is the second act of the Broadway show. Really? Maybe I seen like the not Broadway version, like I was in Buffalo, and the show ended with her not actually dying. So I thought that was how it ended.
No, that's the entire play, but the first movie, not having seen it, but as far as I'm aware,
is the play. I didn't know that
both of these are the play. They basically just dragged it out longer.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that there was a second act of the Broadway one, though. I guess it makes sense, though, because Broadway, they go a bit bigger.
Well, you've seen the second act, because that's where the Green Woman survives, where she melts and then survives.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't know. I didn't know that Wicked for Good. I thought that Wicked for Good was just, like, they wrote their own story, like, continuing or diving deeper into it. I didn't know that. Okay.
The second half of the play.
They just drag it out, like you said. Okay.
Yeah, and apparently everyone says the second half of the play is the worst bit. And this... I actually would have appreciated it more if they'd shown more interaction.
Thanks, Garrett. I didn't know
with the
that.
actual movie. And no, you get like a few second glimpses of the backs of people wandering off to what you know is the movie, but they don't interact with them.
All right. Well, I'll see it. I'll probably, sail the seas for it because I have a busy week coming up, but I would like for us to maybe dive a bit deeper into it and see what X-Ray thinks about it, because she really loved the first movie. I liked it, but I only watched it once. It wasn't like, woo, I'm adding it to my watch again list. I thought they did a good job. I don't like either of the actresses, but I thought they did a good job in the first one. I can't speak for the Wicked for Good at all yet because I didn't see that.
Be interesting to see what you think of the songs, because the songs seem crap.
Really?
Like, they weren't even catchy or memorable, or
I'll give my honest opinion.
They were to do with the story, but I don't think they would. I don't think you'll catch people going around singing them. Put it that way.
No, they're still singing K-pop. Listen, when I go to the grocery store and there's like men sitting there blasting the "Going Up" song, I'm like, man. I'm not, no judging. Disparu will judge. Don't
I will
worry.
judge. Well, I wouldn't know what songs were in the movie.
But it's just so funny to me. And I'm like, well, you know what? At least it's not like crappy rap music. I'll take it. Because I'm not a K-pop music fan. So that's why I was like, the movie didn't hit me as much either. But, but you want to know what's really funny? Risk it. So I popped in. Jay was reviewing it with Mo the other day. This movie, like on their, they have like I don't know if you know that they have like the Monday Hangover like movie review thing. And I just popped in for a minute, and Jay pulled up this thing that like he looked up Wicked for Good, and like a picture of me popped up. He's like, "There's Wicked Virtue." I was like, what? Like I think it was on Instagram or something, and I was like, "Oh gosh, hey, maybe I'll get
that
some."
happened here though? I swear there was one week where someone went, "Yeah, but Wicked," and you went, "What?" It's like, no, the movie.
No, there was a funny thing. Ian said, "Oi, Wicked" to me in Valiant's chat the one time when I was on his panel, and then Valiant's like, "Oh yeah, the movie Wicked," and he's like, and then Ian was like, "Oi, Wicked Virtue." But it does, like, when Wicked first came out, like I seen all these thumbnails like talking crap about Wicked, and I'm like, every time I see this, I think someone has just like made some like bad video about me. It just says Wicked. I'm like, hey, I didn't do anything. Okay.
Wicked Destroyed compilation. It's like 2 hours long. You're like, oh no, what have I done?
I know. Like, listen, I'm just a girl on the internet. Leave me alone.
Marla does like a 17-hour Wicked video. It's like, oh no.
Fake Buffy fan reveal. But since we're just like minorly talking about Wicked for Good, it's joined the top 10 list for biggest domestic box office preview numbers of all time. So it's at number 10, which means it's probably going to be knocked off the list like the next time something big comes out.
Well, with Superman, we saw people start doing top 11s, so it may just stay on for a while.
So it made 30.8 million, but how much I don't. It
makes me sad that Multiverse of Madness is on there.
I know. But that's still kind of more than Wicked for Good. What does that tell you? Okay, so I agree with the Endgame. I can't believe Force Awakens is too, but that's when people still had hope for Disney Star Wars. No Way Home, I can see that being on here. I'm not surprised that Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm surprised that this is on there, but Disney Star Wars.
No, but
fans.
Star Wars was massive. It's like, that's how far everything's fallen. That now a movie which is deemed to be absolutely astonishing box office, like Wicked, and you're like, oh, it's underneath all of these bad movies.
That's bad. That's pretty bad. I'm curious as to how much did it cost to produce Wicked for Good. 165 million, and that's not the real number. That's their budget. That's not including a lot of stuff. So they didn't even make half back so far. That's bad for opening weekend. I'm actually surprised.
Well, this isn't opening weekend. This is preview.
Oh, that's right.
That's I think Odin said it's Thursday, and then there was some early screenings on Monday, so it's like a day and a half essentially.
So the first Wicked isn't even on here, huh? Because I would say I'm going to predict that's going to probably at least double then, since it's not opening weekend. Because people really, really loved the first Wicked. It was kind of like Barbie, where girls were going dressed in pink, and for Wicked, girls were going dressed in pink and green, like with their friends and stuff. Seen a lot of that. So
well, one of Odin's theories was that apparently it doesn't do very well international, and he's expecting that a lot of this will be front-loaded because of the first movie, and this is like the second half. So everyone that's a massive fan that wants to go and see it will want to go and see it straight away. Yeah. So you may have very top-heavy first weekend with then a larger drop-off. Whereas I think the first one, people didn't... Like, it had word of mouth and stuff, so people went and saw it over time.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll do better. I thought this was opening weekend. I'm like, that is actually, like, very... bad.
Well, it'd struggle. It's a Saturday.
Yeah.
You'd have to travel into the future. Now, admittedly, I did read earlier that Kim Kardashian, when she failed the bar, She blamed her failure on ChatGPT giving her wrong information and psychics. She was ranting about how psychics let her down.
This. We got it. You guys ready for some Kim K stuff?
Well, psychics let her down because they told her she'd pass the bar. And she's like, I can't believe they lied to me. They're not lying to you. They can't predict the future. Like, if they could predict the future, why would they be charging you 30 quid for a reading when they could just win the lottery?
Hold on. I'm sorry,
if they could predict the future, why don't you pay them 30 quid to give you the lottery numbers?
Kim's crying face is so freaking funny.
Hard and stressful her life has been. Oh, well, trying to pass the bar.
Oh, yeah. So, developing, Kim Kardashian broke down in tears as she expressed how hard and stressful her life has been while trying to pass the bar exam when she recently failed. Kardashian, I am so tired. A part of me wants to give up. I feel like my brain is going to explode and I still have to study much more. Oh, no, you can't pay your way through this one. Good. All right, let's listen.
Oh my God, I'm just so tired. But it's like every time I feel like I'm a step ahead, something happens to try to stop me from doing this.
But yeah, it's your
And
IQ.
I just want to
It's your IQ. Yeah.
A part of me just wants to stop.
That would make sense.
I feel like my brain's going to explode. And I still
Just how you tried to think.
much more to go.
I honestly don't know why she wants to pass the bar. She's a multi-millionaire.
There, we'll just leave it there. There's a good thumbnail. So
my favorite is
I remember, this reminds me, I had a friend in college who didn't break down quite like this, but she was going to school to be a doctor. And that's very stressful. And she had like a stressful moment, but then she like just kind of pushed through and got it done, you know? But like Kim is like 45 years old. Calm down, Kim. And
being
you're rich
a doctor
already.
is something she actually needs as a career path to like do well in life.
Yeah,
so there's a lot of pressure there.
Mm-hmm.
Kim Kardashian doesn't need to do anything. If she fails this, it's not that big a deal. I don't know what on earth got into her head that thinks she can pass the bar. The bar is renowned as a very complicated thing, and she is not renowned as a very intelligent person.
So her dad was like her dad was a lawyer, right? He was O.J. Simpson's lawyer, which is Rob Kardashian. He was actually one of the first people that like TMZ, I don't know how to like actually word this, but like it's kind of like where TMZ started. They were like hounding like during how crazy that trial was, and her dad was the lawyer, and there was like this moment where he got rid of like a suitcase or something, and people think that was like major evidence that like for the OJ case, like he snuck it through and like it ended up just like getting rid of it somehow. But yeah, her dad was one of OJ's lawyer. He had a bunch, but I'm just wondering if she's like trying to prove herself and like gonna like make this like, oh, I'm just trying to make my dad, but he's dead. He died a long time ago. But I don't know. I don't know.
To prove anything. I just want to glory for a second in the ad saturation that the independent website has done here. All this is an ad. This is the only bit which isn't an ad on the entire page.
Smart. The ads are getting very intrusive.
You're telling me there's like 80% of the
How is this supposed to highlight this?
Look, it even goes down further. But yeah, Kim Kardashian lasted out pathological liar psychics. Yes. Now, the clue to that is when they said they were a psychic. Like, it's like if somebody goes, I'm a magician, and you're like, oh, I can produce fire from his fingers. No, he's telling you he's lying when he tells you this. But who told her that she'd passed the bar exam? She met 4 psychics. And I'm like, yeah. Can you imagine going to someone who can predict the future going, will I pass the bar? And them going, nah, you're trash. Of course they're not going to tell you you'd fail.
Of course. It's almost as if psychics aren't real. Imagine that.
Well, yeah, but
it's almost like they're just trying to take your money.
Even if they could predict the future, I don't think they'd go, nah. Like, they're meant to be there as entertainment, Kim. Like, the fact that you went to psychics is why you shouldn't be passing the bar. I don't want you representing anyone in court when you think that psychics are real. This is a serious problem for just basic competency.
Do you remember Miss Cleo? Did you get those ads in UK?
Miss Cleo?
Oh god,
I
look
have
up
no
Miss
idea.
Cleo.
Who's Miss Cleo?
Oh, such a scam artist in the 90s.
we had Mystic Meg. So
That sounds cool.
well, on the lottery numbers, she would appear on the lottery show, and she'd be like trying to predict who would win. And then we had Septic Peg, who would like this comedian. He would dress up as Mystic Meg, called himself Septic Peg, and he'd be like, "The winner of the lottery will be a man or a woman." All these things like the vaguest of predictions. The winner will have a heartbeat. It was like all the widest.
The winner will
things.
have hair.
It will be
or
someone
not.
who has bought a lottery ticket.
Oh my gosh. No, so Miss Cleo had a fake
Mystic Meg and Septic Peg is gold.
Miss Cleo had a fake like Jamaican accent. She's like, "Call me now," and then she's like, "Don't marry him. He's only with you for your money, girl." Like stuff like that. It was so funny. I remember me and my cousin would be up way too late, just like watching this stupid infomercial, cracking up.
A spokeswoman for the psychic pay-per-minute calls. Oh, that's just like that is just a scam hotline. Now we would. I can't believe they were even allowed to go on television commercials. Just phone up and we'll lie to you. She had a catchphrase. Oh yeah, call me now. That's a really crap
the winner
tagline,
will be human.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. Oh my gosh. All right, let me get a couple supers, guys. Aaron, thank you for being a member for 3 months. Wicked. One Bills fan to another. It's time for the Bills to fire McDermott. They will never get over the hump as long as he is a head coach. Yeah, listen, the Dolphins, I'll make this quick because I know this Bruce like, what? The game against the Dolphins, I was just like, he slept on them. Like, I can't believe the Dolphins beat us. And then this last game, my gosh, I love the Bills, but we're not Super Bowl ready. I will absolutely admit that, unfortunately. Maybe next year. That's the life of a Bills fan. We got it next year. Gaudier for 5. Ariana Grande is definitely now just somebody that I used to know. Hi, Wicked and Disparu. I hope you guys have had a great week. I love this podcast. Thank you so much. And you know what? Thank you for your service of just trolling Vara. It's great. She loves it. Don't let me tell you any different.
It's like the pictures of Ariana Grande, and it's like, oh, she's tested positive for a cold. I'm like, you need to test her for tapeworms. That's far more dangerous to her.
Did you see the pictures of people are like, what is going on with this cast? Because it was Michelle, what's her name? Zhao?
Michelle Yeoh.
Yeoh. Okay, that's what it was. They're all like tiny. Like there was one that was like, she's so fit. And I'm like, what's fit about her?
And
she's
as
melting away.
As I think it was Price of Reason on Drinker's stream on Thursday said, he was looking at the Michelle Yeoh with her neck where you could see all the bones. And then he just went, you could put soup in there. Everyone was like, what? The most random comment I've ever seen.
Possibly, but if they took Ozempic, that's crazy because they weren't even fat to begin with. But there is Hollywood, they have like the Ozempic face, you know, like when like they say, oh, I did it like working out, you know, but then they have like that, it's like that skeleton face. I don't know how to describe it.
Well, it has a whole load of side effects for your bones and everything else, as you would expect for something that makes you lose weight. But also you probably have like muscle atrophy and stuff.
Probably.
Like, it just sags down. You lose it too fast. Your body doesn't have time to cope. But I could absolutely see like normal people taking it to be thinner, because if you remember all the size 0 and everything, you had models that were like, I'm eating cotton wool buds and stuff to stay alive. We did go through a time of very, very overly thin people up to just massive gigantic whales.
We went the whole other way.
Where it was like, let's just be normal human shaped.
Yeah, can we like, just have a happy medium, please? Magnum Norse for 10. Disparu, please don't allow the women to like this movie. You're the bridge between us, a la Titanic. Well, if actually likes it next week, we'll be just for you, Magnum. We'll let Disparu yell at her. Or if I like it, you can yell at us.
I'm just watching it thinking this is preaching pure evil. It's a bit like when I watch Barbie and I'm like, you can like it if you want, but if you follow anything in this movie, you are going to destroy your entire life. It's like you really shouldn't like it.
Don't be like Barbie, please. Sec for $4.99. K-pop Demon Hunters as its own thing is fine. I'm still not going to start listening to K-pop now because I'm a dude. And you know what? I respect that. Tiki the Mighty for 5. I might have bothered to watch the Wicked movies if they cast Leah Michelle instead of Cynthia Nosferatu. Nosferatu.
It was really weird. And that was the other thing. For a musical,
They
you would
should've.
expect them to hire people that could, like, sing well. And, yeah, okay, so the two of them, their songs were fine. But Michelle Yeoh tries to sing at the start of the movie, and it's kind of that weird, speaky song that people do when they know they can't sing. But it's just awful.
Like what Sabrina
The guy,
Carpenter.
the guy that plays the wizard as well, he shouldn't be singing. I don't know why he's in a musical. It was just bad casting.
Is weird, yeah. Jason Webster for 5. Thank you. ChatGPT is the reason Kim failed the bar exam. Come on, that's up there with the dog ate my homework. That's very true. That's very true.
I can believe it, because I can believe that ChatGPT gave her the wrong information. But it's my point as well, that if you think ChatGPT can make you pass the bar, you shouldn't be passing the bar. Like, this is a necessary filter.
No, like I said, AI is a good tool, but it's not going to help you pass anything. You could use it as a minor tool to help with something, but not to freaking pass a bar exam. Like, well, please.
If you think you can pass the bar with AI, you will also get to a point where you're in a case, and you'll be like, oh, let me ask the AI. And now you're going into a courtroom to defend somebody whose life could possibly be on the line.
1 second, let me check my notes. ChatGPT.
And you're just like, oh, well, the AI says this, and you have no idea whether it's correct or not.
True. Ian, thank you for that 50 pounds. It's proper money. Psychic. I almost said physics. I can read. Psychics told me I'd pass the exam, so I didn't bother going. And I heard that in Kim's voice, and now that crying face I see in her is like the. I should, guys.
It's like a weird. It's like a weird Doctor Who conundrum. It's like, wait, but they could predict the future, and they told me I could go, so I didn't go, and now I've created a paradox, which has torn a hole in the space-time continuum.
Oh no! Don't give them ideas, just brew.
Hey, it's better than anything Russell T Davies has done recently.
Fair. Andrew, thank you for the 10. Happy Saucy Saturday to my favorite Saucy siblings from other countries. Just Drew's my little brother.
The most tenuous connection of all time.
I hope that you enjoy Doctor Who Day tomorrow, Disbro.
Is it Doctor Who Day?
Wow,
I didn't even know there was a special day for it. Well, it's basically not on. I did see a photo, and now it's got to a point where I saw it, and I'm like, I don't even know whether it's real or not, so I'm not going to say anything. But yeah, it was, oh, what's her face? How have I immediately forgotten her name as soon as I needed it? Rose. It is her in the dress thing, and it's like a set photo. And it's got to reach a point where now I don't even know whether it's leaked or AI and someone's made it up. And I started looking at the hands, and I'm like, I'm not made for this world. If I have to zoom into somebody's hands to try and tell whether a picture is real, I'm done.
I'm done. Yeah.
I'm too lazy for this modern world.
It's either real or not. I'm skipping to the next reel.
I just started ignoring it. I'm just not going to believe anything. Everyone's AI except me.
Billy Piper.
Billy Piper, yeah. It was her in Cutie's dress. And there was the guy, I forget his name. He did one Doctor Who movie in, like, the dead years. He was back. And I'm like, I don't know whether this is true or not.
I don't know what's real or not anymore in the world. I
think they're all fake. I think everyone's fake.
Am I really here? I don't know. Are my hands real?
Yeah. What did Will Smith's son say? How can the world be real if our eyes aren't real? And everyone's like,
was that during like his random like deep tweet thing where he was just like,
oh, it was like shower thoughts.
Put the marijuana down,
has the water washed your brain out your other ear? Is that the problem? How can I think he was trying to say, I don't know whether the world exists because I'm essentially perceiving it in my brain and therefore not a direct link to the world. And instead he went, how do I know the world is real if my eyes aren't real? Like, wait, your eyes are real. That's how you're perceiving the world. I'm just going to believe in simulation theory and deny everything.
We're in the Matrix, really. Andrew, thank you for the 2 pounds. The real Miss Cleo is Nicole from the car advert.
Who's Nicole from the car advert?
Look it up. Is it a black lady? That's who Miss Cleo was. But I don't think she was really Jamaican. I don't know.
Well, I googled Miss Cleo.
For $97.24 a squirrel. Thank you for sending a disparu emoji. Thank you, Raider.
I am in the chat.
Hold on. What do we got for you?
Saucy.
I was loading for a second there, sorry.
Apparently there was a Nicole in a car advert for the Renault Clio.
Oh.
It was the most random reference of all time.
Wow. All right. Well, let's couple more and then we're gonna move forward for a minute. Duppy, thank you for the 5. Michelle Yeoh is considered to be fit because she's so thin she can fit almost anywhere. Yeah.
But this is you're supposed to believe that she's a martial artist that can beat people up. I'm not sure she even has the strength to lift food to her mouth at this point.
Probably
But
not.
She would have to kind of eat smaller calories to lift a burger up.
She'd break her arm with that. Staccato, thank you for the 10.
This is why she needs soup in her neck so she could just turn her head and lick.
Kadanji Brown uses ChatGPT. Do you know that name, Disparu?
I have no idea.
I said it wrong, but thank you for the 10, Staccato. Let's look up who that is.
Apparently,
you got it.
Oh,
who is it?
It's Supreme Court Justice.
Oh,
it's the mouthy one everyone ignores and laughs at.
Okay.
The one who said more words than everyone else combined, and yet has never made a point.
Made a point. All right. So let's talk a little bit about the Game Awards that nobody really cares about, but we talk about them anyways because.
Well, they keep hinting at Half-Life 3, don't they?
For the Game Awards?
That's the theory. The guy that runs the Game Awards, he presents it. I think he runs it as well. He's tweeted out a couple of things. One of them was a picture that looks strangely like the Half-Life portal. There was also a video recently where the guy with the suitcase.
Mm-hmm.
The voice actor for him recently tweeted out a video of him speaking that said basically, "You can't predict things. It's been another year, but I will be seeing you in the new year." In his creepy tone.
Creepy. Well, I talked with Vara about this, and she thinks that like Hades might take it, even though
Really?
Expedition 33 deserves it. Well, because I didn't even know this about the Game Awards because I don't really pay attention. I didn't know that like the majority of the votes are game journalists.
I knew it was a scam.
That. I knew that it was bull, but I didn't know that actually was what it was. So that makes me think that Expedition 33 might not win. And hi, Kara. So yeah, I haven't even seen any gameplay of Hades. I didn't finish Expedition 33 yet. Donkey Kong Bonanza, I also started that, didn't play that or finish that one yet. For me, like people like my IRL friends that like aren't really on the internet and just game, the 2 games that I seen so much play from them this year was Silk Song and then now Arc Raiders. Those games, like you look on Discord, it's like they're all playing it. Like those are the 2 to me the most popular games that I've seen people playing.
Public opinion though is for Expedition 33. So I would say it's between Expedition 33 and Arc Raiders.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be Silk Song. It might take like some side award. You know what I mean?
Silk Song was massively popular, but I never saw a load of people keep talking about it and referencing it, apart from saying it was difficult and some people laughing at them.
Oh yeah,
like,
people said
it never had like a big cultural impact. It was just a game people played, enjoyed, and kind of moved on from.
Oh yeah, so what I've heard about Silk Song is that everyone that played that, like, it was so hard that like going back to playing like actual like the first Hollow Knight now would be like a joke because of how hard Silk Song was, and that one was so easy in comparison. I think Expedition 33 deserves to win. It was a beautiful game. I didn't finish it yet, but even without finishing it, great. But I don't know. Like I say, if it's rigged, so
I would imagine it was between those 2 though.
Expedition 33 and which one? Hades or Hollow Knight?
Wait, is Arc Raiders not even in the list?
It's not.
Oh.
I know.
Okay, well that was the one I thought it would obviously be between.
That's what I mean, yeah.
So I don't even have a second guess because none of the others really feel like they left that big of an impact, and I haven't seen that many people saying it should win.
Watch Donkey Kong takes it.
Well, it could be anything. If it's game journalist, it could literally be anything. But I would still probably say Expedition 33. If Arc Raiders isn't there,
it's not. Which I'm surprised.
Hades would come straight out of left field because it's not like a complex again.
This is what Vara was saying, like that diversity and stuff. So I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, yeah, I remember seeing stuff like that. Yeah, there was a lot of talk about the characters and how some of them look strangely masculine. And they love masculine.
They love masculine women.
They kind of just put them there and wondered if anyone had noticed.
What is this that you pulled up?
Well,
Jeff
this is one
Knightley.
of the things that people
Or
are like,
Keighley.
oh, it could be Half-Life 3, it could be a Portal.
Oh.
That's the first one.
Oh,
And I
I
want
haven't
to
played Portal
find.
in so long. I loved Portal.
Well, they come into the obviously the aliens come into the Earth via a dimensional portal, so it could be something like that. But I'm gonna try and find the voice actor who tweeted out before. I was going down Mike's feed because Mike's like, no, don't give me hope.
Go down Mike's feed. We're gonna be here for a bit.
He just posted this thing where it was oh, I think this is it. Yeah, I found it. He posted this. It's just I think it's G-Man with a big needle just with hope being injected directly into his heart. It was just with the picture.
Did you share it or you're just talking about it?
I've got it.
Okay.
So this is the voice actor who posted it.
Oh, okay.
Another year already. Good to
Hear
see
it?
and hear from
Yep.
so many of you.
His
May the
creepy
next
voice.
quarter century deliver as many unexpected surprises as did the millenniums first.
Freaking me out.
And again, time is fluid, like music. See you in the new year.
Yeah, like why would he be like, see you in the new year if it wasn't for something? And it seems to be like it was Jeff Keighley tweeting out random things. This has happened multiple times before. People have always wanted Half-Life 3. There's always been rumors. Valve periodically, I think they did it with their other game that was in like beta, and it was it was supposed to be a secret thing, but you could invite anyone, and eventually everyone ended up with was it Deadlock or something? And people were going into the files of that and finding Half-Life references. And then they would periodically just run an update and be like Half-Life 3 for no reason whatsoever. So
Just to give people hope, like
yeah,
or
Valve
Mike.
taunt people. You can never be sure.
So speaking of games, did you watch?
But apparently, this was his first post in 4 years.
Seriously?
Yeah, which you would assume he doesn't post it for nothing.
I didn't actually look at any of this yet, so we can like react live. Vara sent me a couple of games like that she wanted to co-op play with me. Did you watch the Xbox partner preview showcase, like the games that were
No,
announced?
I
don't watch that stuff.
Console parties and everything, it's not my thing. I've always been
No,
busy
I just wait until well, some of these are going to be on Steam. So like Xbox is more likely to release their games also like on Steam versus like over PlayStation that likes to do like exclusives. And she sent me 2 that she wanted us to like give a try to co-op, which they're both on Steam. I'm just gonna like breeze through because this is a lot. There's what is this? Dave the Diver.
Dave the Diver I've got it. It's a cool game. I've not got that far into it, but essentially in the day you'd have like the underwater thing where you go around trying to catch fish, and then of an evening you run a restaurant and you've got to serve people. So it's like
Really?
two
That's kinda
mini games
interesting.
in one kind of thing. Yeah.
It sounds kind of fun. I would do that. Let's see. I'm trying to see like something that pops out to me. I'll go through so like you can see it, chat. But it's First Light. We already got
I'm
that
not interested in
announcement.
007 at all.
No.
It's just diversity plus Zoomer Bond, and people are like, well, it's from the makers of Hitman, so of course it's a Hitman game. Bond isn't Hitman. Bond shouldn't play anything like Hitman. It shouldn't resemble Hitman.
No.
I was not impressed by the
I might play it to like review for people, but I don't know, man. Depends on if I feel like actually playing through the entire game. Roadside Research. This is one that Vara said that maybe we could play together. That might be fun. So, ever wanted to experience life as an alien working undercover? Here, let me zoom in for you guys. It's very small. Sorry. Working undercover at a rural gas station. Well, you can do that oddly specific thing in Roadside Research, a co-op simulator where you have to observe humans and gather information on them. When you're not researching your customers, you'll be keeping your shop clean, restocking shelves, and avoiding arousing suspicion that could result in a visit from the government. It might be kind of fun, like as a co-op game, you know? I wouldn't mind checking it out. We'll see.
I mean, the description doesn't grab me. Let's put it that way.
Look at the picture, though. It's aliens
look,
with like a thing stapled on their face.
It's like, look, you get to work for a living. It's like, really? Oh, cool.
Just what I always wanted.
Yeah. Now, one area where that does work is Truck Simulator. I have seen numerous actual truckers that have a driving simulator rig in their actual real truck, and they use that as a break from driving the truck.
Oh my god.
And it's
That's
like
funny.
just going off my lunch break, and he switches over to his other steering wheel and starts driving that.
Oh my gosh, I gotta check that one out. Total Chaos. Why does that sound familiar? Is that a series? No.
I've
not.
never heard about it.
Reanimal. I think this was another one that Vara said that we might enjoy together. A co-op horror game from the creators of Little Nightmares. Reanimal will see you play as a brother and sister on a mission to rescue their missing friends and escape their nightmarish home. Out February 2026. A demo for Reanimal is now available to play. Huh.
I know Little Nightmares was popular, but again.
I played a little bit of the first one, and I like it. I've seen other people playing it though, so I know the whole story. Erosion. Oh my gosh, no. Furry Nightmare.
Furry Simulator.
Jump scare. So Hitman has Eminem in it. World of Assassination. A new
Wait, is that actually?
That's Eminem.
Oh, no, it is.
It's Slim Shady. So a new elusive
Is he an
target
assassin,
mission.
or can you hunt him down?
I think you hunt him down.
Yeah, we'll be hunting down
this.
Slim Shady. Okay, as long as he's a target.
As long as he's a target, yeah. So he has been tasked by legendary rapper Eminem to hunt down his younger alter ego, who has somehow become an entirely separate, violent entity. We promise we're not making this up, and the mission will go live next week. This is kind of lame, right? Because the way I used to like Eminem, like in high school and stuff, but the way he is
That's because
now,
people thought he was edgy then, and he was never edgy. He was always mainstream.
Well, that's the thing is that he was supposed to be like the one that would like stick it to the man, right? Like generally the way Eminem was, you would think he would like love Trump because he talked about like made fun of gay people and all of that stuff all the time back then. But now he's just like so woke. It's so freaking weird. So
it's because punk was like, always woke. It was always left wing. It was always woke. It was never anti-establishment. It was anti the current establishment. It was anti-traditionalism. It was basically anti everything that was good in the world. And then so the moment they overthrew that and got their brand new morality and their brand new revolution, they became the strongest defenders of it, because that's what they were always after. They just wanted to deconstruct what they grew up with and destroy it. Well, then it happened in their lifetime.
Yeah. I'm looking at this as like Eminem was okay with this because he's like, he's a different person now and he wants to kill the one that,
I don't like that. I've just been like hunting Eminem, but it's like, no, we've got a good Eminem and a bad Eminem. It's like Apple going, we don't want our phones to be used by villains. It's like, well, it could be fun though.
Could be fun. Tides of Annihilation. Don't know what that is.
It looks cool, but I don't know anything about it.
See, it's been a while since we last saw footage of the fantasy action adventure Tides of Annihilation, but a new gameplay trailer showed off an entire boss from start to finish as protagonist Gwendolyn took on a giant winged monster inspired by Arthurian legends. Tides of Annihilation doesn't have a release date yet, but it's coming to PC, Xbox, and blah, 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 all that stuff. So it'll be at PC.
Because it looked like
that's it.
Like an Asian kind of game, like
it
Japanese
did it.
style.
It looks pretty.
So it's weird that it's based on Arthurian legends, which are English. And it's like, so we've got Japanese style based on English legends. That could be a cool mix.
Seems to be a lack of DIBS. Is that just me? Well,
there was a thing recently where Microsoft...
right there. No, another freaking jump scare.
There was a thing recently where Microsoft have removed it from their annual reviews, whereas before it used to be linked to compensation and stuff. So, it is being removed from some companies. The issue is in gaming, you need the top-down people to basically be in the meetings, and when someone raises that point, go, no, what do you want about? So,
and you know what? Speaking of jump scares, I did not appreciate this one, Disparu, and I didn't even know who it was at first.
You may also find games not putting things front and center, but when you get into them, it's there. Like Hades.
Yeah. I didn't see any gameplay of that. So yeah, I didn't appreciate this, Disparu. I was not ready for this. I was just scrolling, getting ready to go live, and then I was like, I didn't even know that this was Jessica Simpson, and I partially felt bad
I don't know who Jessica Simpson is. I just thought it was horrific.
I kind of felt bad for this because that's what she looked like to me. But then at the same time, I'm like, well, if she wants to come out looking like that, that's what I mean. I did not know that that was her. So let me.
I think
pull
I
up-
was replying underneath it, and I kept getting making my own notifications, because I think there was a thread that I did underneath it. But in my notifications, I kept seeing, Kim Kardashian has stolen another man's bodily fluids, and it just kept popping up in my notifications. I forgot to tweet that.
No!
But
Here,
yeah,
I'll...
that is the jump scare that happens. So they spend 6 minutes talking about all the different beauty treatments they've had. It's a long list of some of the most horrific things you could mention, including the various substances they shove into their face, which includes male bodily fluids, by the way. And then, so they've gone on about how amazing all this is, all these beauty treatments. Immediately cuts to her, and it's like, plastic surgery's awful. It's absolutely has destroyed your face. So I'm getting mixed messages here, love. Like, either plastic surgery's amazing, or it's horrific and you shouldn't do it. But you can't make a series where you say both.
This is how she used to look.
Oh, it's her. I do know her. God.
She was really pretty back in the day, and like especially on Dukes of Hazzard, people like went nuts for the way she looked in like the Daisy Dukes and everything. There you go, chat. Boop. Looking for you. Boop. But I didn't know that was her. And then I'm looking for a second, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Now in that picture, it is part of the story. Because they keep, it's quite funny. She's in the room, and they keep going, yeah, but you have absolutely mutilated her face, and they just keep calling her ugly throughout the entire
And
episode
she's right there.
while she's there.
So wait, is this how she really looks, or did they do that on purpose? Like in the,
I think they've used makeup to deliberately make her as awful as possible. Because
hold
in
on,
the
let's
same
look it up.
show, it shows her the pre-surgery, and she doesn't look anywhere near as bad. It's definitely the makeup. Because like all the outline and stuff to try and make her lips look even worse than they are. So yeah, it's intentional that she looks awful in that picture.
Oh, okay. I mean, she did get like some work done. She was definitely prettier back in the day, but here's her in like 2025. This is her Instagram, and this was in May, whatever. So okay, and this is actually her with less makeup on too. So
Yeah, it
all
shows
right.
her with less
Don't
makeup
worry,
in.
guys. Don't worry, guys. This ain't how she really looks. This is how she looks. Goodness, not bad. Okay, she's all right. It's all right, guys.
I don't know why on your own Instagram you would post pictures trying to look like a man.
You think she looks like a man here?
Yes.
Why? Because
I think that looks like a man trying to be a woman.
Well, it looks better than this.
But that's not difficult, though. I mean,
Looks like a man trying to be a woman.
that could be Hunter Schafer auditioning for Zelda. Those three pictures.
Well, here, let's do like a red carpet
Well,
picture.
the one
Which one? What?
there was one like the red carpet ones are normally there. Like the one on the left, I don't know how old she was there.
Right here?
Yeah, that one. Like anything on the red carpet that's just her just looking her age, basically.
Yeah.
But you can tell there's fillers, there is plastic surgery.
Oh, absolutely. But not that.
No, but the entire point of that storyline is except they blame it all on the husband.
Of course.
It's like, oh, it was his fault he had plastic surgery. It's like, well, you could have just said no. It is an option.
It's true. Wow. Okay. Well, it's good to know
The
that she
best
didn't
bit when
actually look
she went,
that way.
my marriage was on the line. It's like, hang on, you're in a divorce office. It was already on the line.
Oh my gosh. But like the face stuff, I could see like, I'm not saying that's okay. And like you said, you could say no matter what it is. Like a guy maybe wanting like a boob job or something. But like,
Well,
I don't
in
think
her own
any
list,
guy wants that
well,
done to the
in her
girl.
own list, she said I went in there and I wanted lip fillers, and so like she already wanted the thing that destroyed her face. In that picture, it's the lip fillers and the makeup they've applied to it that makes it look the worst.
Oh, all right. Well,
I think probably between lip fillers and painting on weird eyebrows, you could probably ruin anybody.
oh, absolutely. I mean, look at Jenna Ortega. She just bleached her eyebrows and it looks like it's like
Oh,
she's
yeah,
trying to
that-
look like Mia Goth, but Mia Goth just has blonde eyebrows and like that look works for her. Jenna
Look,
Ortega
humans
is
need
like
eyebrows.
more they do.
Blonde people across the world have discovered the problem of not having eyebrows. And like, no, I do have eyebrows, they're just stealth. It's like, yeah, but no one can see them, so they don't exist.
Yeah.
But that is the other one. The shading of the cheekbones to make it look as if you've had buccal fat removal, even
At
though
least-
everyone goes, don't have buccal fat removal.
Don't. I know. At least they're like. Also, I will say, at least they're just like doing the makeup so that it's not something that they're going to regret. Like,
No,
but it's like, why do it? Because it looks
what look
bad.
are you going for? Starving African? It's like, seriously. It's like,
I'm
no,
going
I want to look like a gaunt vampire thrall.
I'm looking for a sick. I'm going for the sick 1700s Victorian, please.
Yeah, please. I'm going for that plague look. It's all it's in fashion right now.
It's very in right now.
I'm going for starving poor person in the 1700s.
All right.
I just want someone to pour some soup in my neck.
Oh, that was a funny one. All right. Let me catch up on supers. Gautier for another 5. Thank you. What do you call an Italian with a broken arm? Speech impaired.
Mamma mia.
Mamma mia. I'm gonna get just a hat that says Mamma Mia. Just
Why? What, is there
I'm
even a
not gonna
Mamma
wear
Mia
it.
hat? I mean,
There
there's
is.
a chef hat. There's a Mario hat. I've never heard of a Mamma Mia hat.
There is. There's actually an Italian deli I go to that has one, and I was thinking about buying one. So maybe I'll get one
Oh,
for you
God.
too.
I think it's the first time I've ever said Mamma Mia.
You said it before. Jason Webster, thank you for the 5. If you were going in court and you have someone like Kim Kardashian defending you, you're in deep, deep trouble.
Yeah. Your best bet is to hope that the judge is distracted by her arse. That's the only thing you've got going for you. If she might turn around too fast and like squash the jury, and you're like, well, that's it.
She turns
Over.
around too fast and they're just gone out the window.
Yeah, she just wipes them out.
Mr. Izu for 10 pounds, Ozempic or whatever it's spelled. I think he spelled it right. Cannot give you a 6-pack. Only beer gives you 6-packs.
Mm-hmm. Or whatever Elliot Page had, which seems to be some kind of stomach implants, if I had to guess.
I keep seeing the is it Gucci or something? There's some ad like that's supposed to it's like a retro seeming ad and Elliot Page is the guy in it and it's just like so weird. It's all weird to me.
Yeah, well, the strangest thing is women can obviously get 6-packs. You just need to do the exercises, but no one has a 6-pack and puny arms. Like, it just doesn't happen. If you work out, you'd work out your entire body. And so it looks really bizarre to see someone who's that skinny with no muscle mass and a 6-pack. It just looks fake.
You need to do something like Michael said, like steroids, because women don't like we can work out like as much as like a man does, but we still don't get that like the muscle mass that a man gets.
Oh yeah, I was still thinking. I was thinking more the 6-pack because I've seen women with 6-packs.
Yeah.
I don't know whether they did dope or not though, because they were going for that kind of bodybuilder thing. So possibly.
Yeah, but yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, but still like a man's 6-pack compared to a woman's is a bit different.
Oh yeah. But the thing is, I imagine Elliot Page is taking testosterone, which would be doping. So you would think it.
I mean,
would
yeah,
improve
you're
something.
right. Actually, yeah. Michael Doberman's been a member for 9 months. Thank you. Have you checked any of the cases Kim has taken on from the Innocence Project? 2 of the people that got let out murdered other people within a year. JR, really?
I don't know anything about the Innocence
I didn't
Project.
know. I didn't know about that. I know this was like years ago. I think it was like Trump's first term in office when she was still with Kanye, and she like went to go see him and talk about someone who was like wrongly accused. I don't know because I don't know the details getting out, but I'm gonna look into that. Michael, I didn't know about that. That's you know what? She doesn't need to be a lawyer. And Donna Hall gifted a membership. Thank you, Donna, and Psychotic Mongoose. Thank you guys so much. Lyman, thank you for the 5. Donkey Kong Bonanza will win because the totally not racist woke journalists think DK is a good representation for black people. Oh gosh. Did you like that one?
I would die if someone got on stage and just started making that point. Like they're just in complete serious stand there. Like, no, you don't understand. We're doing this for representation.
Look into that. Yeah.
It'd be the orc video all over again.
Tiki the Mighty for 5 says if you want a Half-Life like game, check out Abiotic Factor. I feel like I've heard about that.
I've heard of that. I can't remember what it is.
As well, I've heard. It sounds familiar.
Survival crafting experience for 1 to 6 players.
Ooh, sorry guys.
I've definitely seen it.
Oh,
I
it
haven't
did.
played it.
Who played this? I don't think. Did was this like a Sunday Fun Day thing with X-Ray and Kara maybe?
Possibly. Play a lot of co-op games.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So possibly. Okay. Uh Iris, thank you for being a member for 9 months. For a break after our 89th K drama, we're watching our first anime, Free Run Beyond Journey's End. I am watching Free Run right now and I like it a lot. May have started at the top. Strongly recommend. You stopped watching, right? Free Run?
I get distracted by things. I'm about halfway through.
Yeah, I'm probably about halfway through as well. I
the
do the same thing. Even if I'm enjoying something, sometimes like I'm like, oh wait, I gotta check this out too, and I kind of just like move away from it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta finish that.
You know, when I was like, I remember Abiotic Factor. This rings a bell. It's because I've played it for 2 hours. That's why.
Oh, okay.
I was like, oh,
It's like, I own the
turns out the
game.
memory that I've seen of someone playing it was me.
my
Yeah,
God.
I did try. I remember it now because I remember going through the tutorial and stuff. Like at night, it turns off and with the monsters and things. Yeah. But at the moment, I'm watching what is it? Nero the Assassin. It's a foreign show, but it's very similar to the sort of the old sort of Hercules and Xena kind of budget fantasy swords and sorcery shows.
Oh, okay.
And it's again, what I really like about them is they understand television. Each episode has its own self-contained story. It's actually the entire arc. It's satisfying episode by episode, and it doesn't stop for no reason because it thinks, well, we've got 6 hours to tell a story. We can have an hour where nothing happens. It's like, no, you can't. It's television.
I know. Can we have some entertainment, please? I mean,
Yeah,
we're
so
here.
it's like the basic formula of how you make a TV show. It's really strange that this is now something to be praised with. But yeah, I want to watch that, and then I want to watch. I've seen the first episode, so I like that. I think I like the rest. Last Samurai Standing.
Oh
which
yeah,
is
I wrote that down. I have it right here still for my homework
Squid
from
Game
Kara.
with samurais. The first episode, it took
good?
a little bit to get me hooked in, but by the end of the episode, yeah, I want to watch the rest.
Yeah, I'm gonna start it. I have people in town like this. Like December's busy for me, holidays and everything, friends, family coming to visit. But I'll do it. Mark of Reality, thank you for the 10. I think Arc Raiders is probably the best game to come out in 2025. Otherwise, I've been playing Cyberpunk 2077 when I get the time to play video games. Hear that, Mark?
Well,
I still have to play Cyberpunk, and I haven't played Arc Raiders. Have you played that yet? Have you started Arc Raiders?
No, because about 2 weeks or a week after that came out, Tarkov released 1.0, so I've been playing Tarkov.
I know
Escape from Tarkov.
every time I'm at the BC, I see Destru, who's the first person there to play this game. I'm like, he got it to work! Yay!
I've either been making videos or playing Tarkov since it launched. And I look at I have an issue with third-person things. Very few third-person things I actually like, especially if it's an extraction shooter. That just seems like cheating to me. But I don't know. Maybe there's a hook in it when you play that doesn't come across when you watch it. I think that's probably the problem, because everyone likes it. It's got massive records, and it's going up, which is very strange for a game. So it's clearly got something there for people. But I see that, and I compare it to Tarkov, and I think I prefer like the rougher experience.
Yeah, I'm planning on starting Arc Raiders. I know Vara really wants me to play with her. She is obsessed with the game right now, and I'm like, I'll be your passenger princess, and you can just like kill for me.
In groups. So if you've got a group that's like, we should all play together, then I think you'll enjoy the game a lot more than like playing it solo.
Yeah, and she's like really good at the game too. So I'll give it a try. Jason, thank you for another 5. There are some good plastic surgeons. However, I wonder how many are in plastic surgery because they are fans of the series Nip Tuck. I have never watched that. Did you watch it? Or I remember it, but I didn't watch it. I was like,
there was a particular storyline I remember where the son of one of the people was dating a woman that wasn't one. And this was back in the day as well, so there wasn't many of those kind of storylines on TV back then.
No.
And then one of the plastic surgeons gets with her just to prove to himself that it is a woman. Because I've never seen anyone like you. Your plastic surgeon's amazing. But he messed that up. Oh. I can fix it for you. And so that's an actual storyline. It's like, you will never, ever not pass ever again.
Maybe I should give it a watch. It was an HBO show, right? I have Max.
Yeah, so. It had Cole from Charmed in. That's why I originally watched it.
Oh, yeah. I loved him. Rest in peace. All right. So, thank Disbrew for this one, chat. I have not reacted to this yet, but apparently they reacted to it on F&T, right? This was
Oh
what
yeah, this is wild. the way she does it, and it even starts awfully right. So her production banner, "Shoot to Midnight," aims to elevate underrated female voices. So already, she's coming up from a position of her business being a discriminatory organization where she actually goes, no, this company is sexist from the top down. Everything we do, we're just massive discriminatory bigots. It's like, oh, that's interesting. And you think that you can condemn other people, do you? Let's see how that goes for you.
I don't, this is going to tank very fast. So Leslie Headland knows firsthand just how significantly Hollywood has changed over the last 2 decades.
You can probably skip down
where should I go?
for a
Tell me
lot of
where.
it. It's when it's like hang on. You can't scroll past paragraphs because I can't see it. And then she made a Star Wars show, I think, really interesting place. Yeah, try it from the company's ethos.
Okay, the company's ethos was initially built, on elevating unacknowledged or unrepresented voices in dark comedy. But as the market got more challenging after
In
COVID,
other words, that failed, and there were not unacknowledged or underrepresented voices in dark comedy. In other words, she couldn't find women that worked in dark comedy that weren't already famous. She tried.
Yeah, that it's more challenging, yeah. And so just give us mid stuff. That's what they do.
She gave up on it entirely and then went, let's just do everything for women. So now it's writers, television writers, just like her. And remember,
right,
being Harvey Weinstein's assistant, she has an absolutely perfect record around women.
Well, apparently they forgot about that. They're like, no, she's probably innocent. Okay, I bet you. I mean, I'm sure she knew absolutely nothing. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Look, somebody had to keep the door closed.
That's not funny because the poor.
It is funny. That's the point.
No, I mean like that. What you said is funny, but like not the people that were hurt by this, but like the fact that she just got off scot-free and is now just like got her own company and okay, let's just.
It happens all the time
because
Look
she's a woman, so she couldn't have. Oh my gosh, yeah. Did you?
The woman from Smallville, she was 1 year in prison, and he got like 130 or something, and he was like some insane thing because she flipped on him. But they would not have allowed a dude to do that. But because he was like, oh no, I'm sure you were just taken advantage of. You were led along. Yeah, of course he manipulated you. He coerced you. I don't believe that you could do something horrible.
Michael Rosenbaum, you know his podcast that he does? He was the one that played Lex Luthor on Smallville. He has a podcast.
Oh, yeah.
He had her on. I'm only halfway through it, and oh my God, I'll send it to you. Oh my God. The manipulation from this woman, I'm like, I can see why she was the recruiter right now because she's on this podcast. But just like the way she's speaking, I'm like, holy crap. And she's already out. She was supposed to get like.
I think she was in for a year.
Yeah, she wasn't there for very long.
For the crime, she was like branding people.
Yeah.
But it's because like she would have been treated as, oh, of course, this poor man took advantage of you, the poor victim. And look, we know you went along with it, but I'm sure you just couldn't resist. The power dynamic. It's always the power dynamic. He's ruling you. And it's actually really bizarre because everyone just kind of accepts it that this happens. But when you think about it, they're essentially not seeing women as people. Because they're saying that you can't make your own decisions. Like, a man turns up, and instantly, you just have to do whatever he says. No one could expect you to be your own person when there's a man next to you. Like, for all the talk about the patriarchy, that is exactly like what you're talking about right there. Like, that is your assumption that it exists and it controls everybody.
Yeah, so that's the name of I'll send you a video if you're interested in seeing like the podcast. You can I know you watch things at 2 times speed, so you'll get it done in like 20 minutes. I'm halfway through right now, but it was just the half point I'm at now. I'm like, what the heck? She's basically like, it was good before it got bad. It's like you were in a cult, lady. It was always bad. Okay.
No, she was leading a cult.
Oh yeah, she was leading it. At first, she was like brought on, and oh my gosh, it's like. And what they did, and I'm just surprised that he had her on his podcast. Yeah,
I've only ever heard
she was dating him. I think they were together.
People and passively. I've never really looked into it myself, but it was one of those things that was so big you couldn't kind of escape knowledge of it. And yeah, I always thought she was second in command. And the thing is, she got 1 year because she flipped on him and gave him information, but there's no way they wouldn't have been able to prosecute him without her. Like, they didn't need her to flip on him. The evidence would have been with all of the people that were actually there in the cult.
Yeah,
So-
it was nuts. So I'll remember to send that to you in case you want to listen to that podcast, because I'm surprised he even had it on. But at the same time, it's like you knew that was going to get the views and you were going to make money off of that. So I'm not surprised. And he wasn't like,
I have no
at least
problem
as
with
far
people making money off putting out news
No,
about the stuff.
I
My
was just
problem
kinda
is with her,
like-
not him.
No,
Like,
not
she
with
should
him.
be in
No, that's what I mean. Like, so, like, and it was crazy because the comments, and it's like when I saw the thumbnail, I was like, like, people couldn't believe that he had her on there. But like at the same time, he probably made some bank off that, because even me myself, I never clicked so fast on a video. I was like, and he
Oh.
had Allison Mack on, like, and he wasn't. I have to finish it, so I could be wrong, but he kept it pretty professional, where he wasn't like, oh, like, poor you, are you okay? Like, he was just being professional, letting her say what she had to say, putting like a couple of like little lines in there here and there, but he wasn't like, sympathetic towards her or anything.
Well, yeah, but also they probably had some kind of talk beforehand or some kind of agreement that it wasn't going to be a hostile interview as it was, because otherwise she would.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it
So,
wasn't hostile at
There
all.
would have been neutral. At that point, neutral is probably the best you're going to get, because it's a voluntary interview that the other person has to like enough to go on in the first place. So she has to think that she's going to get something kind of positive thing out of it, otherwise she wouldn't be there.
Yeah. Anyway, we digress there. Like you reminded me about that. I was going to actually bring that up during the show today, and you just reminded me. So thanks. Where were we? That's been a challenge recently. Headland said, acknowledging the rollback of DEI and female-led projects at major studios. The rollback. There's been nothing but this crap in Hollywood for the last more than 5 years, but I'll just say 5 years because it's been so heavy. Probably 10 years. They just haven't done well, so they want to be like, oh, it's there's not enough representation. No, the representation's there, and it sucks. It sucks.
Yeah, it was more than 5 years, because the Me Too stuff was in 2017.
Oh, yeah,
and
you're right.
It was after that. And I've seen other people, I can't remember who did it recently, some actress director, I think she was from the Twilight movies, said, oh, there was a brief moment of progress, and now it's going backwards. And it's like, well, firstly, you have to look at why it's going backwards. It's because it failed. Like, you could have made it a success and led to a new golden age. It didn't work. But also, I just like the idea that progress is when she gets more work, and rollback of progress is when she has to compete with competent people.
I know, right? Like,
It's
wait a minute.
It's the same thing with all this stuff, or DEI, all this kind of thing. They always argue for anyone that gets me more work.
It's almost as if Hollywood used to be, where you had to actually audition, and whoever was better for the role got the part.
Well, yeah, this is just all self-interest. Everyone's arguing for their own individual personality identity group.
Yeah, and it's retarded. That's the type of development project that I think people are a bit more wary about than they were in the 2018, 2019 era.
Yeah, because there's no money anymore.
No. Okay. Can I skip through this, or is this Indeed?
No, this is where the Acolyte stuff starts.
Okay. So don't you dare skip the Acolyte stuff.
This is the point of the article.
This is the meat of the article. All right. Indeed, Headland's original Star Wars series, The Acolyte, was caught in the crosshairs when it debuted in 2024, becoming the target of racist online attacks over the decision to center a black female lead.
I actually think that I was attacked by the black female lead. I saw her music video. No, like that seemed like a personal attack to me.
And he took that personally.
Well, look, I was offended. I was offended. I thought it was horrific. I felt like I'd been assaulted digitally.
And then to top that off, we got the Ryan Kittle face on there, and that was a double assault.
Yeah, that was a war crime. We're still waiting for the prosecutions to come through for that one.
I still have not recovered from that. Oh my gosh, I forgot about Amanda Steinberg. My goodness. The show was canceled after one season, a decision that didn't catch Headland completely off guard, but still stung. So I knew it was kind of mid, but I'm still sad that I'm not making money.
I expected it. It's like, that's what it goes into. Apparently there were phone calls throughout the production going, people don't like this. It's like, no. I can't believe. Did you? I I wish, because one of the main differences in the legal system, over here we can't put cameras in courts. You put cameras in courts. And so there's kind of a little bit of an entertainment thing. It shows all the stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see cameras that get released after a movie of the focus groups. I want to see what those people think. Because I do not believe that focus groups sat through the Acolyte and went, this is amazing. This is gold. You've got a winner for Star Wars. I don't believe it.
I don't believe it.
They were like, the power of money. I love that bit. That was gold. It was genius.
Right here. I was not surprised by the cancellation because your show sucked. I think I was surprised at the swiftness of it and the publicness of it. What did you think was going to happen? Did you think, like, how is it not going to? It's a public show, and when shows get canceled, it usually is made public. I don't know what she's talking about.
As I think it was Ryan reminded everyone, it was a leak at first, and then I think it was confirmed later by one of the cast just talking about it as if it was confirmed.
So that they didn't actually release it.
I think it was one of the cast members that actually confirmed it, because we just heard a theory. I think Variety or something may have published a source. That was all it was, but then one of the cast members actually basically said it was true.
Mm. I was surprised by how it was handled, but once I was getting particular phone calls about the reaction and the criticism and the viewership, I felt, okay, the writing's on the wall for sure. So what's the reaction? Yeah, that it was bad.
Well, yeah, but it is interesting because right now we've got reaction and criticism, and then there's viewership. Now, it's the viewership why it got cancelled, but what she's going to go on to say is it's the reaction and criticism that caused all of the problems. And she completely forgets that she spoke about viewership being low, which is why it actually got cancelled, because it wasn't profitable. That's the reason all things get cancelled. It's not profitable. It doesn't matter because Barbie wasn't liked by a load of people. It still made a load of money. They would absolutely make a Barbie 2 if they can get away with it. And this is the same with anything. Corporations don't care if they get criticism from people if more people like it and it makes money.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I just like okay, the writing on the wall for sure. Like, they didn't like it. All right, scrap it. But Headland said she learned something vital through the Acolyte kerfuffle.
I like the word kerfuffle.
So do I. That's a nice word. As she saw online creators, many of whom she'd followed for years before she made a Star Wars show on her own, rack up views and thus ad revenue for their lengthy reviews and recaps about the show. She follows you, Disparu.
I don't. Yeah, there was a question. Who does she mean? Star Wars Theory was one person that was mentioned, which is probably makes sense.
Yeah,
being the biggest Star Wars creator. Mm-hmm. And so I could absolutely see that his opinion of the show hurt, because they don't see him as like a hate channel that hates everything, which you probably see a lot of other people as. But Star Wars Theory, I could absolutely see her respecting his opinion and being like, oh no, this isn't good.
Yeah, probably. I mean, you ruined the canon of Star Wars with this. Just simply with the freaking witchcraft, you could just make a chosen one. Okay, Anakin doesn't matter. Let's just scrap all of those movies. Who cares? He's not the chosen one. That alone is enough to make actual Star Wars fans upset. And not to mention just the crap writing this whole show had. But
well, now she goes on to talk about YouTube and blame YouTubers for her failed career.
As she thinks ahead, she thinks Hollywood is misunderstanding how exactly those models work. Okay, Leslie. The content that is being put out by streamers or the studios is being snatched up by these other creators. And so commentaries, synopsis, live videos, all the way that these creators make money through viewer-based ad revenues and their Patreons. There's a lot of money to be made, she said. And by the way, have at it. Get your coin 100%.
Now, when somebody brings up money like this, what they're trying to say is, you're all lying. You're just doing it for money. Now, that doesn't make sense on YouTube. On YouTube, the viewers vote to watch your content every single stream. If they're bored by your stream, they go elsewhere and they don't come back. You have to constantly earn the things, and that means they like what you say, or they agree what you say. Now, the thing with this, they're going, it's just money. Well, let's just say every single person on YouTube lies, and they just make up all their opinions to make money. It's like, okay, all of their audience agrees with it, though. If they didn't agree with it, they wouldn't watch. So always used as a slur. It's like, oh, you're just doing this for money. You're just doing this for views. It's like you're ignoring that it's not the person making the video that controls the audience. They're their own individual people. Like, the money comes from the fact that you're actually saying something that people agree with.
Exactly. So, and if she's saying, right, like if she's trying to say that YouTubers are the ones rooting for her, then you're literally just calling all the fans sheep with no opinions of their own.
This is what she's trying to do. She's trying to basically slur and undermine videos and commentary by going, it's just for money. It's basically, it's grifters. And I love the accusation of grifter because it means that you genuinely think a load of people watched The Acolyte and liked it.
Bless your
And they're
heart,
just like, no,
Leslie.
I've got to hide how much I love it. And it's like, look, if I say that I love Willow and I have She-Hulk
And you
merch,
do.
there's no reason for me to lie about The Acolyte. I already have that much shame. I'm open that I love All's Fair. It's amazing. I don't have to lie about The Acolyte.
I'm so scared to watch All Is Fair, but me and X-Ray agreed that once all of it's out, we will binge watch it so that we can have a
I didn't even
full
ask you to do
review.
that. You two did that off your own back. Like, you only got yourselves to blame.
Listen, we're going to be talking about Wicked for Good next week. The least we can do is talk about All's Fair with Disparu when that's
Look,
done.
all I could say is episode 3, you will not believe it.
Oh no. Well, maybe I'll start it sooner. I don't necessarily have to wait for it all to come out to binge, so maybe I'll suffer this week. It is
All three-
Thanksgiving.
Episode 3 is some of the best television I've ever seen in my life. I've never
no.
laughed so hard watching a thing.
Oh boy.
It's
But
a
it
40-minute show. My review's an hour. A lot of it's laughing.
seriously?
Yeah, I published it today.
Oh no. I gotta catch up so that I can watch your reviews afterwards. All right. Where were we? But it revealed to me that there is a misunderstanding between the studios and that engagement. They think that as a fandom, and in ways it is, but oh my gosh, my highlighting is screwed up now. But studios use it almost like a focus group. What,
See,
like
again, this is her saying the commentary, but it's the audience that watch the views, which are the actual power behind the videos. The commentary is meaningless if nobody watches it. And this is where she's separated. She's going commentary, and the viewership was crap. It's like, that's your problem. And yet
Yeah.
you're going, what, the studios, they're listening to these YouTube videos, and that's why they cancelled it. It's like, well, that would actually make sense. I don't believe that's happening, but that would be a good idea, because that means that you're actually listening to the audience by proxy of the people that they watch. So, like, Critical Drinker gets over 1 million views on his videos. His opinion on things clearly matters, because 1 million people watch his videos and clearly agree with his opinion. So yeah, that's actually quite a strong focus group.
Yeah. If only they would listen to us. Maybe they would start making some money. But what do we know? We're just people on the internet.
I mean, I kind of hope they never listen to me, because the worse their shows get, the more I like my videos. So
Are you sad that you didn't get another Robin Hood?
I'm sad I never got another Acolyte. This is the whole this is when people are like, you shouldn't watch this. I'm like, you're talking to the wrong person. I love these shows.
You were the only one. I think even like Jay was like, renew the Acolyte. A bunch of people were like, please bring it back.
The thing is about Robin Hood, Robin Hood and Gotham Knights are brought up as, like, to me by other people as their favorite reviews, and they weren't even like my favorites. But it is sometimes these weird niche shows that just kind of go wacky for no reason whatsoever that you'd never get in a mainstream thing. Robin Hood, like, there was a random bunny rabbit tasing people in a cell. You wouldn't get that in the Acolyte. Just for no reason whatsoever, just a woman in a bunny rabbit outfit.
This Drew would love that, Shane.
Yeah.
Acolyte 2 Die Harder.
Well, I still need to review Bride Hard. I have not forgotten. I'm going to do it. That has this big whale of a woman. And she's there, she's supposed to be a top secret spy. And you know how, like, Black Widow, she spins around people to take them down?
Mm-hmm.
Now imagine... What's her name? The big singer
Which one?
that's lost weight recently.
Lizzo.
Lizzo. Imagine Lizzo doing the Black Widow moves. That's
Why?
Bride Hard.
Why
That is
do you
Bri-
want
that
an
is
image in my
that
head?
is genuinely Bride Hard. There was a scene in Bride Hard where there's just this woman who's going around talking about how, like, easy she is. And then I suddenly realize they're not eating off a table, they're eating off a man. A naked man. And it's not even mentioned in the scene. I just suddenly notice a face.
Thank you for that. Lizzo's down to 500 pounds. Yeah. Okay.
She'll be in Bride Hard too, probably.
Oh my goodness. Chat's upset with you for putting that image in their head.
It's amazing. Like
You have upset
I
the
watched
chat.
10 minutes of Bride Hard and had to stop it because it was too good to watch. Gonna have to review it live.
Say, wait a minute, this is gold. Ultimately, Headland thinks we could be moving towards a world where the content being made about Star Wars will be more culturally impactful than actual Star Wars.
Now
Well,
this can go two ways, because you can either say it's more impactful because more people watch it, or it's more impactful because the studios listen to it and that shapes entertainment itself.
yeah, I don't. Disney Star Wars is not gonna have a cultural impact. It's gonna be forgotten.
Well, yeah, but I'm not sure which way she means it. Whether she
Yeah.
means that more people are just interested in watching the content about Star Wars, because Star Wars isn't relevant, or whether it's because it will actually influence studios now. Which I also don't believe it does, but she thinks it does.
Yeah, that was it, right? That was the end of it.
There's more. If you just go into it and you Google fascist, not Google,
there is
Control
more.
F fascist.
I still have it up. Hold on. All right, hold on. Control F. Oh, there it is. I didn't even have to finish writing it. Okay, so should I just go to right here or the whole paragraph?
The whole answer. Well, yeah.
whole thing?
Start that question.
Okay, so what was the experience for you to see the show not only get attacked but weaponized by certain parts of the media? I have thought about this and I don't want to go on a tangent, so I'll stick to the personal rather than the professional. I was not online. However, I am a Star Wars fan, which means I have always been since the launch of YouTube, part of the Star Wars recap, criticism, lionization fandom community. These guys I've known for years and years, and you're probably right. She probably is.
I think she just means Star. Now the thing about YouTube, there's a channel for everything. So if you
Yeah.
just want to be around there, there's a Star Wars like that. There are tons of videos where you will only get positivity about things.
Yeah.
So when you're on about, I'm part of this community, you're gonna have to narrow it down a bit, love.
Yeah.
Like, say a channel, then
Yeah.
we'll know.
Yep. So when I got the information from others that the weather report was that the real concern from friends of mine or coworkers of mine that saddened me, I was also like, I know who these guys are. You don't have to tell me who's talking about or how bad it is online. I know exactly who they are. I supported them on Patreon. There are some of them that I respect, and there are some of them that I think are absolutely snake oil salesmen. Just opportunists. And of course, there are the fascists and the racists. She used two of their favorite words in one sentence. Look
Now,
at that.
I just want to point out, I was surprised she didn't say sexist. Then I realized she runs a woman-only company that will not hire men. I'm like, oh, sorry, you can't use that insult,
word
can you?
because she's one. Yeah.
Well, exactly. But also, when it comes to like so that's the main part of the answer. Because she also goes on to say, if you're in the fandom, you understand the genre and the tone of the channel, so you don't need to. When you find out they're talking about you, you kind of know where it's going to go. But the thing is, calling people fascists and firstly, fascist just means somebody I disagree with is actually using power to do something against me. That is the way it's generally used, rather than the actual definition doesn't apply anymore. They just mean somebody is standing against me. It's like my democracy just means our democracy just means us winning. But so the other thing is, I don't really care about the moral condemnation of somebody that wrote The Acolyte, one of the most evil shows ever to exist. Like at the end, she wrote, well, also, Leslie Headland self-identifies as a Sith, so it's not surprised she wrote an evil TV show. But the entire thing is about evil winning, murdering her own father figure that's trying to help her, and then in an interview at the end, goes, it was really awful, wasn't it? Because as she was killing him, he went, I forgive you. He wouldn't even let her have that. He even as he's dying, he's still not giving her the agency to make her own decisions. I'm like, you murdered a man, and then were upset that he didn't die horribly and in pain enough for you. And I'm supposed to care if you call somebody a racist. Really?
Really, Leslie? Okay.
What, this is just, I don't care about your booze, I've seen what makes you cheer. So this is like Satan coming on my shoulder and insulting me, and I'm just like, you're red with a tail, piss off.
Just flick them off. Boop.
Well, it's just ridiculous. Being insulted by somebody that you think is evil actually doesn't carry any weight. To have the moral high ground, you have to have morals. So
Yeah.
you can throw about your slurs all you want, but We know your job history, Leslie.
We know who your boss used to be, okay? I still can't believe, like, I know people like us bring that up, but that it just that instead of her, like, did she even take a break? She just like dove right into like just
Oh no,
continuing in
she
the
did
industry,
worse.
right?
She did worse than that. She went from being his assistant to writing a play about being his assistant.
That's
She
right.
profited off it.
And you're gonna tell me that this lady didn't know anything when there's interviews with like Courtney Love is something that like someone that pops into my head that's like if Harvey Weinstein asked you to go to his hotel room, don't go. Like this was way back in like the 90s. So if these celebrities were saying stuff back then and it was getting shoved under, there's no freaking way that his assistant did not know anything.
Well, it's like Blizzard. If you're a Blizzard employee and you go to a party and they go, "Do you want to come back to the Cosby Suite?" Don't go. You know, I think you know what the name is. I just highly suggest you Google who he is and then don't go.
Yeah.
Sometimes there are clues that just littered around the world.
You just gotta pay attention. Mr. Miltos, thank you for the £5. Also, Wicked is your honest review on The Witcher 3. Now that you played some, so I'm only like 3 hours
I thought
in.
you meant the movie.
Oh no, the game.
I thought it was a question about Wicked.
No. I'm enjoying it. I really like it. I'm like excited to play more, and I like that there's so much gameplay of it. Like people said, it's like 100 hours of gameplay.
Oh, it's long.
It's long, so that's something like I know a lot of streamers like I don't want to finish it, but it's not something that I have to sit there and like I gotta finish these whole 100 hours. It's something like, you know what? I could play it like once or twice a week for a few hours. That'll be like my chill game to play when I'm not doing like co-op or something. So
Did you
it'll take
struggle
me
to get out of the first room?
No, everyone says that, and I was like, is it supposed to be hard? And then I heard the Gary story. I got out in like
He got
30
stuck
seconds.
in that room for hours because he couldn't find the door key. Now, when I first, I think I played it
Poor
after
Gary.
I'd heard that, or I went in to like try and see why he struggled, and I was out of the room just automatically on gamer instinct, and then I remember, oh no, I was meant to be doing something, and I had to reload again, and it's right next to the door, glittering, which is just built up gamer knowledge of this is something you need to pay attention to because there's all glitter coming off it.
Yeah,
and it did make me wonder actually how much like gamer shorthand we've built up over time. That if you just don't play games, you don't know that that's a hint.
Here, I'm gonna send you something on Discord. So this was actually really funny. I didn't know about like I kind of like I guess forgot about the like nudity in the game because I haven't played it yet. So here I'm sending this to you on Discord. Americus clipped this and it was really funny. It showed me going live on somebody else's Discord and it was Kick, so it didn't show my thumbnail for YouTube, and it's really like this is what the notification was.
So is that just a random screenshot that happened to be there at the notification time?
While I was playing, and it's so funny because like my face and the button.
Yeah, it's like
because I wasn't ready for the booty. It was perfect, and he's like, "I am sorry, I had to share that," and I was like,
I can imagine. Yeah, that just goes out to all your friends and like, oh. Hey, I tell you what though, the click-through rate for that stream would have been immense. That would have been off the charts.
If that was my thumbnail, I would have gotten 1 million views. I actually got a lot, but I got put in the yellow for that stream, and I'm like, come on.
Well, I'm not surprised with nudity, on especially on YouTube. Now, Twitch, they allow it because they have specific banned games where they're like too much, but they let through things like Cyberpunk and Witcher. But Twitch also has like self-generated thumbnails periodically. So I wonder how many in the Witcher category do you just randomly get that and then just the stream takes off.
Yeah, probably. Mark, thank you for the 5. Disparu, where are these pretty women who do whatever the man says, asking for a lot of friends?
I tell you what, they're not in All's Fair. Those are some psychopathic dried up husks.
Dried up husks.
No, look, in episode 3, one of the characters it does the other one. It's like, well, it's no wonder you couldn't you couldn't make a baby survive in that dusty, cobweb-infested womb. And I'm like, I could have written this show. This was made for me.
That's what I say. What? All right. Speaking of psychopaths, here's just
that is one thing. There are wedding vows in episode 3, and they cut out the line to honor and obey.
Of course they
Like,
did.
oh, I'm not putting that in wedding vows.
Of course they did. So this is just a little glimpse of the psychopaths. I bet you Just Brew has even better stuff than me. But the people freaking out over the live action Legend of Zelda movie casting, which I think is great casting. They look like cosplayers, which is a good thing. They look so good. This cracked me up. I was out at a restaurant when I seen this tweet and I like ugly laughed and got stared at because I wasn't ready for this.
Hey, at least you didn't read it out loud. That would have
been funnier if I had like a but you know, some people have it like where if you have Bluetooth on or something and it reads it out loud like a text message or something.
Yeah, if you had like voice to text, like text to voice.
That would have been funny. So without Hunter Schafer, this movie looks like a Jews will not replace us, and
I would be careful reading this out on you. There are bots that don't realize you're reading out a tweet.
I'm gonna. That's why I got low on the end there. But this cracked me up because what? I don't understand what this is supposed to mean. Is Legend of Zelda about Jewish people and black people? I don't. What did I miss in the games?
No, you have to understand that to them, white people are an affront that like cannot exist. That is their opinion. The entire thing about representation, it's not about representing people. It's about who they're actively excluding. And so when you're like, I don't care about what you say, they have to escalate because all of their old tactics didn't work. It's like, if you remember, for a while, online bullying was like they tried to do that to shut down speech. Could you get the picture? I wanted to say something about the picture.
I bet, yeah.
And then online bullying didn't work, so you just turn it off. It's digital. So then they turned it up to online harassment, and then it became more, and they keep escalating the language. It doesn't have to be that tweet, just anything with the Zelda pictures.
Oh yeah, that's what I was going to pull up, just the Zelda pictures.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I got it.
It was the pictures I was interested in. And so when they find the language stops working, they have to escalate it and escalate it. And so in the end, they just start accusing you of the worst things ever. But the thing is, again, you just have to stop caring what these evil people think because they're evil people. It's like, I don't really care what somebody who's beneath me tries to insult me with. That's the one I wanted to... I really appreciate that they have clearly watched Willow, referenced Willow, and thought, Willow's such an amazing TV series, we're going to put it into Zelda. Because I love that they've sent her off, just like they did in Willow, with only 6 arrows to start an adventure with. Like, that's a big quiver, and they're like, no, you only need 6. You're not going to fire 6 arrows.
I had to count it.
Well, Willow had 3, and she never fired 1 the entire time. Well, never pulled one out of the quiver. Because what they do, I'm pretty sure they glue them in there. So as they're running around, they don't fall out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So you
would it have like one loose one? Like, what if you have to pull it out like for a scene?
Well, I bet you'd actually, if you check that, there'd probably be 7 arrows for a split second. Then they just add 1 in.
Yeah. So I think this casting is great. I need to play through. Like, the only Zelda game that I've actually like played is Majora's Mask. But I know all the stories. I have friends that are like just obsessed with Zelda, so I've seen a lot of gameplay. I know the story. And I think this is great casting. She's cute. She's like, they were going to try to get kids apparently, because I think Vara got confused and she was like, oh, she's only like 13 or whatever.
I'm against
but she's
hiring
20.
kids for this stuff. I much prefer hiring. She's 21. I would much, if you want to hire teenagers, I'd much prefer you hire 21-year-old people and just say they're
to
teenagers.
Play. Yeah,
that's what we always used to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's also the thing that will annoy them. It's not just that they're like accurate. It's that they're also attractive people, and they've tried to eradicate attractive people from Hollywood because it makes them feel insecure as they know that they can't compete with them. And it destroys all of their arguments about equality because they are visually better than you are. And that's why it hurts. That's why they attack. And so it was like a double whammy for them. Yeah, I think it's the own. I think I've played bits of the others, but I've mainly played the Game Boy Black and White version where we had to like wake up from a dream.
Okay. Wow, that's an old one. I don't know what you're talking about, Mazza.
Oh, that's I only know briefly. That's what is it? You're talking about the game before, the extraction shooter.
Oh, Ark. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Apparently, there's warring streamers attacking each other, and they're like, "Whose side are you on?" And then they're like, if you don't know, they're like, "Name a streamer," and if they get the wrong one, they just kill you.
That's funny. I think this is great casting, though. I think he's only like 18 or something, though, right? Like he's a little bit younger, but still,
I
like
don't know.
it's better to. I think this is great. And you know what? People were like, "Oh, I don't know how I feel about it. Like Nintendo might cast Hunter Schafer." I knew they weren't going to do that. Nintendo
It would be
is
stupid.
that I knew they weren't going to
Now,
hire
there are
a
many
man to
people in
play
the world
Zelda.
that think there are many people in the world that for years thought that Zelda was a man. So for
Yeah.
them, at least would have been lore accurate.
Well, it's
But-
because because like, anybody who doesn't know, which I think everybody kind of knows this, even if you don't play the Zelda games, it's called The Legend of Zelda because it's Zelda telling the story, which in the legend is Link, but like he's her like hero, or you know what I mean?
The
So
only
it's her
reason
telling
most
the
people
legend
know
of
that
him.
now is because so many people got it wrong for so long.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
so
like-
yeah.
It became a meme, which is why a lot of people learned about it.
I'm excited for this. They're filming. Oh my gosh, Vara looked it up, and I can't remember now.
In New Zealand, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, it is New Zealand. Yeah, okay, thank you. I
Yeah.
forgot because a lot of times it's either like New Zealand or like Scotland or something. You know what I mean? They film in like those areas.
Yeah, I mean, there's a
UK.
lot of places that look like that. It's just fields. You can find a lot of places like that in Wales and everything that would look very similar. But obviously, Lord of the Rings, everyone knows it's a beautiful place. Loads of landscape
Yes.
shots you can get.
Yeah.
And so
Yes.
if you do want that kind of open, green, untouched land, it's a great place for it.
Absolutely. Yeah, and Ireland's another big one too. Like just the UK in general, there's a lot of like filming for like fantasy movies there.
We have a
So-
lot of fields and countryside, yeah.
Yeah. I have faith in this. I think it's going to be good. You know what? There were some people that were like upset that it's not going to be animated like Mario, but I think this was actually a very good call because they have the new Mario Galaxy movie coming out soon, and that's animated. So I think it's nice to have a mix, right? Like, okay, let's throw a live action in there and see how that goes. And they could still end up doing a animated Legend of Zelda if they want. But I'm kind of glad they went with this.
I
and hope
prefer
it's good.
live action.
Yeah.
Animation. Well, it's a bit like anime itself. It took me a while to get into anime just because I don't actually like watching animated stuff. So it was only because all of the live action content sucked. I was like, well, the story wins me over and I can get past the animation. But if it was a choice, I would have something like this any day of the week.
Yeah. Oh, it looks so good. I kind of can't wait to see this. There's not a release date, right? Because they just started filming, right?
Well, it says in theaters May 7th, 2027.
Oh my
Release.
gosh, it is. I was too busy. I was
Like, that's
too
how I
busy.
know. I didn't know
How
until
did
I
you
saw
know
that
that?
tweet. Yeah.
Okay, so that's actually fairly soon if they're still filming it right now and they have a
Well, yeah, But people could also be like, why would you be enthusiastic for this? You don't know anything about it. It's like, yeah, but because of the casting, because you
Yeah.
nailed the casting, it means you're more likely to actually stick to the story of the thing. This is why it's always been, we're like, oh my God, I can't believe you're already making your decisions. Yes, because it's a show of your intentions, and your
Yeah.
intentions shine through into your work. And so if you're just happy to race swap everything and destroy everything as it is in something as basic as casting, such as Snape, then it's not a good sign that in the actual writing, you're going to care about it, because you didn't even care about how people look, which is the most easy, obvious, and blatant choices that you can make. So it's always been about the red flags. That's why
Yep.
people will give this the benefit of the doubt.
Absolutely. Yeah, I will go to theaters to see this one, I think. It looks pretty and I'm here for it. All right, what else do we have here? Oh my gosh. I didn't read this this article. The Lucy Liu
I
thing
like how
that
you're yawning, and for me, it's 1:40 a.m.
I know. I was like so hyper when the stream started. I've been running around doing stuff all day, which could also be why it's hitting me now. I was even planning on possibly gaming after the stream, but gotta wake up first. All right, let me.
You play a
It says-
horror game, that'll scare you awake.
It will. Maybe I will. I should see what Mike's doing. See if he wants to have a onesie stream again.
You should have seen his reaction when he was in the shark onesie, and I went, "Oh, he's dressed as Santa." And he went, "I'm the shark." He was really.
I'm a shark. Okay. Charlie's Angel
It
Star.
does look like he's dressed as Santa though when he wears that. If you can't
It's
see
like
it all,
the-
like hanging over, it's the white like
Yeah.
ruffles on the top.
It does. It does. So Charlie's Angel star Lucy Liu blames Hollywood racism for lull in her career.
Now this is another one. This is just once again, I'm arguing for my identity group. That's all it is. Like, my identity group should get more work. I'm losing stuff because of my identity group. It's just grifting. Whenever they have a lull in their career, they blame the way they look. Every time.
Yeah, I mean, what was the... Okay, before we move on this article, I'm curious to see what the last movie she was in. I mean, she was pretty big in the early 2000s. Okay, so she's 56 now. I mean, she kind of still looks...
Whether you want to think it's fair or not, but a woman's career will dip as she ages. When you get to 56, you will be taking on roles rather than the hot actress. You will be the mother of the hot actress. And quite frankly, the mother of the hot actress isn't that big a role in the movie.
No. She was in the Red One. I didn't watch that. That was like a Christmas movie that came out last year.
Oh, yeah, that was with The Rock, wasn't it? I never saw that.
That was last year. So, I mean, she was in something kind of recently. It seems like there is a pretty big gap, though. Like, she was in something in 20... she's going to be in The Devil Wears Prada, too. She's in stuff. Like, what are you talking about? She was in Shazam.
No, but this is going... I should be in more.
Yeah, well...
it's always more work. And I can absolutely understand, because there's also the other side of the coin. And if it's like, well, this is why I'm not in movies, and then you think, well, is it because you were why? Is it why you were in movies in the first place? Is it responsible for your entire career?
I was actually going to say this.
It could be a double-edged sword.
She probably is still making, and the Charlie's Angels. Like, she's probably like pretty.
I think it mentions Kill Bill in the article.
Okay, let's see. So actress Lucy Liu says that the lull in her career has suffered, sorry, let me highlight it, because Hollywood is racist and stereotypes Asians actresses to only limited roles.
And also, she actually talks about how it's positive. It's not even a bad stereotype she suffers with.
It's not.
They keep thinking I'm intelligent. I'm like, oh, ditums.
That sucks for you. The star of the films Charlie's Angels and Kill Bill and TV series, including Ally McBeal and Elementary, and more than 100 other projects, now insists that if she were a white woman, she would have been offered meatier and more important roles in her more than 30-year career. Have you been paying attention at all to what's going on, Miss Liu? I mean, I guess maybe before, like, a lot more white people were cast, but I mean, she's been in a lot. Like I said, she's probably still raking in the money just from Kill Bill, yes, but the 3 Charlie's Angels movies that she was in, they did really well. I liked Ally McBeal when I was a kid too, Shane.
But they always frame it as if I am this group, therefore I should have it. And my question is, why?
Why?
Like, why should your group get it? Like, give me a reason why you should be, rather than, oh no, it's awful, we should all have equality. No, why should you be in it? Why does that give you an advantage for anything? Because the advantage seems to be, from her own words, there are stereotypes about certain groups, and so those get cast in movies. I understand that. This is why in Breaking Bad there were Mexican dealers. But that actually works because it's like a shorthand that you use in a story, so you don't have to explain the character, because we all have these stereotypes based on pattern recognition of what people normally act like, so that when you put them in a movie, there's like you don't have to build the character. People already understand what it is. That's a good thing. That's a role that should be played up to.
Here it is right here. In an interview with the Hollywood Reporter, Liu, 56, said she's finishing her new film. Rosemead was a struggle, but even when it was finished, she experienced problems finding a distributor. That's why she made a movie that's not doing well, or nobody wants, and that's the problem.
It must be because I'm Asian.
Because I'm not white. If I was Sydney Sweeney, you would have bought it.
Well, probably. But yes, but also, if you were Lucy Liu 30 years ago, then it also probably would have been more in demand.
That's fair. But even after we made the movie, it was like, does anyone want to distribute it? Everyone's like, how's it going to fuel us? What's our kickback? It does come down to finances, she told the outlet. Well, yeah.
I'm amazed that a business wants to make money and wants things out for them.
Racist.
This is the whole point. Why aren't you just giving me stuff for free because of the identity group I am? And this only, to me, reeks of, I've been privileged for so long. I've just been given everything on a silver plate because of my identity, and now it's not working. And I'm confused. Here. It's always worked before.
She says right here, she went on to say that many of the roles she has been offered over the years, which means she's been offered many roles over the years.
Oh yeah, well this
isn't necessarily roles that would challenge me or tap into my potential. So she is being offered roles, allegedly.
Yeah, but she's not talking about the new, like, the number of roles. It's the quality of them. Now I would say that's everybody.
Yeah.
If you look at the superhero genre, actors do not like the superhero genre. They don't feel like it stretches them. They're in front of a green screen. They're all acting. They could phone it in. It's not a big deal for them. They would rather be doing like meteor roles, like arty films that nobody watches, but they have to do films that people like. And that's the problem. So all actors would say they're not stretched. They all want to do some Oscar-winning film about a disabled person in a theater somewhere.
So she pointed to the criticism she suffered in after the 2003 film Kill Bill, when many accused her of perpetuating the dragon lady stereotype with her role as a martial arts warrior, especially when the other women in the film faced no such criticism. Oh, please. I bet you it was mild. The internet wasn't even like a thing back then. So she... That is mild. She had like, so what, people in her family got mad? Well, she got paid, so sucks for them.
So what? So you're perpetuating a stereotype. What's wrong with stereotypes? Stereotypes are standard recognition of things. They are pattern recognition of a way of acting for a certain group that happens so often it becomes a living meme. That's all a stereotype is. It's shorthand. Doesn't mean that everybody is. It means that that group does it more than normal people, and it became so commonly recognized that people around the world all notice the same trend.
Yeah.
And so you're living up to the stereotype. Okay, that's what stories are. Like, stories have lots of stereotypes of things. They have lots of tropes because it's a 90-minute movie. It's easier if you think characters that people already know. So, yeah, if you want somebody that does kung fu, it's going to be an Asian person because that's where it came from.
No, just
really
don't say
racist
things. Don't say racist things that are true.
What it's... what is racism itself except deciding that groups actually act differently than each other? It's like, well... You can't point that out.
Gasp. I
would find it really strange if somebody was like, we need a kung fu master, and they hired like a Canadian. That would be bizarre. No, I would much rather.
Well, X-ray would work.
Someone from Asia.
X-ray would work. That's
but exactly because of the stereotype.
Yeah.
Like, things do come from certain cultures, and so obviously you would like those cultures to represent those things.
Yeah. I don't know.
If I want someone to run away, I'd choose a Frenchman.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so why isn't anyone else perpetuating the stereotype when we're all assassins? She exclaimed. Vivica A. Fox or Daryl Hannah or Uma Thurman were not. I don't even know if they have a word in English for American people. Well, I'm American, but I look like this, so I cannot get away from it. Were you mad about the way you looked? Like, what?
I actually don't understand what that sentence means. It's like anyone else perpetuating the stereotype. So I think she's complaining they're not called dragon ladies. But then they go, I don't even know if they have a word in English for American people. Americans. I don't know what you're saying, love, but you sound like you've lost a lot of your brain in recent years.
Yeah, the age is catching up to you there, Miss Lou. So she added other characters that are strong, that are not Asian or dragon ladies. They are strong lawyers or politicians or mothers or doctors. But if I'm a doctor, then I'm going to be categorized as super smart, nerdy Asian woman. Oh, the horror.
She's complaining. I can't believe. Look, I walk onto a set and everyone goes, can you do this maths question for me? It's like, I can't believe everyone thinks I'm good at maths at all times.
Oh my gosh.
Look,
I can't get away from it.
If she was complaining that no one would hire her for a driving role, I could understand. But if you're about being smart.
She insisted that the lull she experienced in her career after Ally McBeal was a result of Hollywood's racist treatment of Asian women. Listen, this is the same bull crap that oh my gosh, what's his name? From Game of Thrones. That made that big thing about Snow White. What the heck is his name?
Give me more work because of my group. Peter Dinklage.
Thank you, Peter Dinklage. I just had a complete blank there. But that's like him.
Like, how dare? It's very rare. It's very rare. I can remember a name when someone else can't.
It happens to me all the time too. But seriously, you have a role that's made for short people. So how dare you give that role to short people? You better CGI it instead. Like, that's the same thing here. They need an Asian for this role. So they're gonna should they hire a white woman to pretend to be an Asian? No, because that would be racist.
I'd do it.
I
can go on and squint. It'd be fine. I'm sure she'd have absolutely no problems with that. But no, Peter Dinklage's was worse because he realized that there's very few roles for dwarves. And so if there's a big major movie that could have been a huge success, and you have 7 dwarves come in, now those are 7 famous competitors that you have to win out on every role. And at the moment, he's really the main dwarf in Hollywood, and so he doesn't want any other dwarves to get roles anywhere.
Sure, he pulled the ladder behind him. Ian.
The step ladder.
She's trying to remember Peter Dinklage, but came up short.
It was just a small problem she had. It was fine.
Great. Now they're gonna go back and forth. Oh my goodness. Okay, where were we? I remember being like, "Why isn't there more happening?" She told the Hollywood Reporter. I didn't want to participate in anything where I felt like they weren't even taking me seriously. How am I being given these offers that are less than when I started in the business? It was a sign of disrespect to me, and I didn't really want that. I didn't want to acquiesce to that.
Acquiesce.
Acquiesce. Okay, I did not know that word at all. I tried.
Means agree.
Okay. She's so a smart Asian. Gosh, calm down.
I know. I like this. I can't believe that someone maybe if you stopped using all these long fancy words, people might think you were as stupid as everyone else.
It's funny though, because she doesn't bring up Charlie's Angels. She did 3 movies on that, and all she did was play a hot chick in it. Like it didn't matter like what she was. She didn't have like to lean into the Asian heritage at all. It was just 3 hot girls, and
because playing a hot chick in a movie is a compliment because it means you're hot.
Yeah.
This is one of the constant truths, the iron laws of Hollywood that for some reason everyone had to suddenly forget because it was no, you can't say that anymore. And this is just, it really comes across as she something happened, she wasn't getting the roles or something. Everyone's career ebbs and flows. It's perfectly natural, and she went, it's because of the way I look. That's all it is. This is just her with a chip on her shoulder, desperately trying to grift her own ethnicity into more jobs.
Yeah, that's like me saying, like, if I was an actress and they're like, okay, we need a short brunette, I'd be like, how dare you? How dare you? I want to be cast as a tall blonde.
You cast me as an ugly dog or nothing.
Nothing.
But that's
right?
the only role. I want to be absolutely despised in every movie, and I need to be Spanish.
Spanish.
Spanish or nothing.
Spanish or nothing. Oh my goodness. She continued, oh my God, why does it do that? She continued, I haven't gone out and changed my face. There's only so much I can do. So I cannot turn myself into somebody who looks Caucasian, but if I could, I would have had so many more opportunities. Shut up, Lucy Liu.
Well, considering they are the most discriminated group in Hollywood, I don't think you would, actually. I mean, it could have been worse, love. You could have been a bloke. Then if you really wanted to see discrimination in Hollywood, you could have been a white male recently. Like, they are the people that were actively kicked out of everything under... Like, this is the thing, right? When Hollywood has been discriminatory, they don't hide it. They make, like, hiring processes. They publish it. The Oscars get changed with, like, legislation about what you have to do to get into the Oscars. And we had all of that with DEI. We know what it looks like when Hollywood's racist because they write it down and broadcast it to the media. And there was never anything that went, don't hire Asians. That never happened. But there has been, don't hire white people.
It's the fine print, maybe. I know, the fine print, yeah. Don't hire white people or Asians.
Like, Caucasians were actively written down in Hollywood on the hiring practices that don't do that.
Yeah.
So, no, actually, you've lived through a golden age, and now you've made a movie and nobody wants it. It might be because your movie's ass. That might be it.
It could be. It could be. She played Watson for 7 years in a Sherlock Holmes TV series. Really?
Yes, she played a race-swapped Watson. And you know what? Nobody had a problem with it. Also, in that Moriarty was gender-swapped. Nobody had a problem with that either. It was actually quite an interesting show. I mean, I do think they got away with it a bit more because it was Americans doing a Sherlock Holmes thing. So everyone just went, just let the Americans do whatever they want with all that over there. It's a bit weird. But yeah, that didn't really cause an uproar. It was quite a decent show, actually. It was a generic mystery thing, but...
Mm-hmm. But sometimes those are fun, like it's simple.
Yeah, I can't remember the actor for Sherlock, but he actually came across as quite a decent Sherlock.
Wow, I can't... That's so... You know what, Lucy Liu? Just like go sit down, chill out. I don't... So, the Jabroni for 2. Thank you. Lucy Liu met the wall. The wall always wins.
Johnny Lee Miller.
Johnny Lee Miller. Who is that?
I knew him from something else before. Oh, he was in Trainspotting. That's where I knew him from. And Hackers.
Oh, okay. He looks familiar, but okay. Oh, we're talking about Elementary. Is that the Sherlock one?
Yes.
Ah, okay. I never watched it.
He was a guy that I knew I'd seen him around, but never really knew his name. He's been in a lot of stuff, actually.
There's a lot of people like that. That's gotta suck to be that guy. Like you're in so much stuff, people are like, "Oh, what's his name that was in that thing?" That's who you're known as.
Well, I remember when it was announced. I knew him even at the time. I just didn't know where from.
Wait, was he married to Angelina Jolie? See, like he's not even remembered for that.
Know.
Yeah. Mark, thank you for the 2. So much racism in the chat. I'm
3
sorry.
years.
It's okay. They were for 3 years.
96 to 99.
Wow. So that was during her.
Oh, they
Tomb
met
Raider
while
time, right?
filming Hackers.
Oh yeah, she was in that. Okay.
Yeah, she's actually one of the ones I remember from Hackers.
Yeah, that was before her Tomb Raider. Like Tomb Raider was like 99, right? Or was that early 2000s?
And I mean, look, anyone that's heard anything about Angelina Jolie's relationships, like dungeons, knives under the pillows, suing the
2001.
other person because they have blood around their neck that they think
Oh,
they're
that
going to curse
one.
them with. There was also a quote where she woke up and the guy went, "You know, last night when you were asleep, I was watching you sleep, and I thought, I love you so much I could strangle you." I would have left personally, but she was like, "This is
I
the most
would've
romantic thing ever."
Shakespeare.
Yeah. That wasn't him though. That was I can't remember who else.
Was that the one that
Was she married to Billy Bob Thornton? I think it was Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah, she was with Billy Bob Thornton, and then
That was the story.
She had that weird thing where like she was like making out with her brother on the red carpet. You remember that?
No.
Yeah, something like that. I'm not looking it up. You can if you want. I don't need to see that again.
Honestly, I didn't even know she had a brother.
Yeah, look it up. Angelina Jolie and her brother kissing. Just look that up or something.
Well,
Ian.
looking up her brother, not them kissing.
He's like, I don't want to see that.
Oh, what happened? He fell far. Apple fell far from the tree there, didn't it? How
He's
on
like,
earth do you pump out Angelina Jolie and James Haven? Like,
Well,
those
look
are
at-
2 entirely different genetic pools right there.
Sorry, Jose. Didn't you haven't you
He
seen
looks like
pictures
a vampire.
of Henry Cavill with his brothers? You don't look like them.
I didn't know Henry Cavill had brothers
Look
either.
up Henry Cavill with his brothers. It's gonna blow your mind. Ian, thank you for the 50 pounds. Lucy Liu would have been a perfect dwarf in Snow White, but no, stereotyping strikes again. I know. Dang you, Hollywood, and your stereotype.
My favorite thing about Rachel Zegler is she is so used to grifting her ethnicity on American terms that if she just gone, but I'm Polish, would have solved all the problems. She only had to turn to her other side, but she just, no, I can't, because if I say I'm of European descent, it will actually harm, like, my
She'll lose
American
her
possibilities.
street
So
cred.
she would rather go down with the ship and tank the entire franchise than use the obviously easy out.
Yeah. Jolie is the daughter of John
They
Voight.
actually
That's
all look
thinking,
like
yeah.
spies. Like,
They
Henry
are.
Cavill and his 4 brothers could all be like MI5.
They could do a movie.
Yeah. I think it'd work.
Yeah. Yeah, it could. But like thing is like at least the picture I seen, like they weren't very handsome and like he's handsome, right? So it's like they like you wouldn't think that they're
Oh, well,
related.
I get it. Yeah, it's I think I
Mhm.
can share it.
Oh yeah, here. You guys want to see if anyone didn't know that he's got brothers?
Well, it kind of looks like I'm in the oven. And it's like not cooked enough. Oh, get it closer. Perfectly cooked. You're beginning to overcook. Oh, you've gone too far now. It's just,
No.
it's lined up perfectly.
So Ian knows me so well. That's funny. You gone too far, too cooked.
Yeah, I was like, no, go back. You
Go
burnt
back,
it.
go
It's all
back.
destroyed.
Bullets.
Needed about 20 minutes less.
Yeah, at least.
Couple less days in the womb. I needed.
Bullet Shepherd, thank you for the $4.99. Lucy hit the Great Wall of China, Lou. Oh no. Dang. Let's hope she doesn't see this chat. It'll really hurt her feelings.
Look, she was Asian. She dragged that out for as long as she could. It happens to everyone eventually. Some people definitely have advantages.
It's true. I should have brought this up when we were talking about the Game Awards. I totally forgot, but we could just cover it real quick.
For some reason I thought you were going to talk about Game of Thrones. I heard Game
Oh.
and just assumed Game of Thrones.
This is the nominees for best performance. So this was Vara's prediction. She doesn't think like Expedition 33 deserves to win, but as we know, this is all rigged and everything.
Yeah, but out of that
So,
list, I don't really know why any of the others would.
well, no, she thinks that like, and I agree with this. That Expedition 33 will win a bunch of like the side categories, but not Game of the Year because they're gonna make it like they're gonna push Hades or something like random.
Hades would be completely out of no one would expect Hades to win if that does.
Yeah.
If that wins, that is a great call because I don't think many people will be making that call.
I think Charlie Cox should probably
Like
win this
Indiana
one.
and the Great Circle, I thought that was renowned as an absolutely terrible game. I've only ever heard Az and Mauler just absolutely rip that thing apart. And
I heard that
they all just said it was boring as hell.
yeah, I heard it was also very short too. Like it wasn't like
I
an
don't know.
$80
I'm
game or
not even
something
sure they
crazy like that.
I don't know whether they finished it.
I don't know either. Yeah, so I think Charlie Cox will probably take this one, but
I mean,
who knows?
I think that kind of proves it though, right? 3 out of the 6 nominations are for Expedition 33 in that category.
Yeah, true. So yeah, it might be maybe Jennifer English. I don't know. I would say Charlie though, most likely. I don't know. I
Is
guess
that
we'll
Daredevil
see.
Charlie Cox?
Yeah, that's who does the
Oh.
voice. Yeah, he does a voice, and it's funny because like when you play that, you haven't played it, right?
No.
Expedition 33. So it looks like Robert Pattinson, kind of, and then it's Charlie Cox voice. So it just like it looks weird, you know,
They
like
probably have to have paid more if they wanted to use his likeness, so they just use
Yeah.
his voice.
yeah,
But
probably.
I'm surprised because I always think that a lot of Hollywood they look down on games, and so doing like voice acting, a lot of them think it's like beneath them and stuff.
Yeah, it's
Which is
true,
why
but
you've
it's-
always tend to have different voice VAs and things. And the actors that do go into games, like there was the Star Trek game with the ginger bloke, they tend to have their faces represented in it because they're like, well, if I'm going to be in it, then I'm important enough to be a main character.
like frickin' Pedro Pascal that had to have his thing, his mask taken off on Mandalorian.
Well, yeah, but that's the TV show. When they come into like they want so much money to be in the game, they tend to have to show their face and be the main character all the time. It's very rare they're just like a guy's voice.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true. I think like parts of it, like maybe the eyes kind of look like Charlie, but I don't know. It really looked a lot like.
Oh, I'm sure that's a
Robert
coincidence if they're not the
Pattinson.
rest of it.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Oh, you know what? We were talking about Sydney Sweeney earlier, and you like the gun. Do you like Gundam? Or no, I know X-Ray was building them. Are
Never
you
seen
into
it.
anything? I haven't seen it either. But Noah Centineo, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, is in talks to star in the live-action Gundam movie alongside Sydney Sweeney. I think that's probably a good idea. I've never watched any of it. I know I had friends that used to build Gundams, and were like super into it.
No,
But
I've
that's
never
about
watched
all
Gundam.
I know.
The closest I've got into that kind of thing would be something like Code Geass, because that's mechs, but it's not the franchise, obviously.
There's no pictures or anything. I probably should have saved this one for X-Ray because but I don't know if she's actually watched. You know what I mean? She just has built them. So anybody in the chat, if you're fans of the Gundam stuff, it looks like I wonder if this is going to be good because Sydney Sweeney has had some flops. Besides, like I know Euphoria
Well,
is super popular, but like her movies. I mean, start off like her.
The reason why her movies flop is because they're terrible movies that obviously wouldn't work.
Mhm.
Like, that's not her fault.
No,
You
no,
can
no.
tell when someone pitches the movies to you, these are just terrible movies. Why are you making them? Like, everyone knew they were going to fail. Some boxer that nobody's ever heard of. She's on an island somewhere. It's like, yeah, oh, what is this, 1996 something. So none of them are ever going to work. Sydney Sweeney's popularity comes from the fact that men like her. So you have to put her in a role where she is the TNA character in skimpy clothes with a man saving her. That's her cutout. If you had Henry Cavill as the action guy saving Sydney Sweeney in scantily clad outfits, getting a top off, it's
I think
going to
she'd
be a
be-
big movie.
I think she'd be a great Bond girl. So I think her.
Bond
I
girl,
don't.
yeah.
Yeah, I think like the movie that she's done that did the best was Anyone But You, and that was like a rom-com, and like yes, they showed her body off in it and stuff, and she had romantic
Yeah,
interest
but men
with
aren't
Glenn
interested in
Powell.
rom-coms.
Well, no, I know that, but I'm just saying that was more like up her alley, right? So she needs to Like do something like that, but again, like a Bond girl, like where it's like an action romance maybe, because guys will watch that if there's enough action in it. But that's something for the girls and the guys.
I would have Henry Cavill do an action movie, and she is the TNA character in it. It's stuff like that's the most obvious, easy win of all time, and that's why they'd never make it. But yeah, people are using it as like the destruction of the career, and their rebuttal would be something like, "Well, yeah, she made a load of money for a jeans company, but it was women buying the jeans, so women are audience." It's like, no, men like the adverts. And they like Sydney Sweeney, so women bought the jeans that Sydney Sweeney was wearing because they want to be like Sydney Sweeney because the men like Sydney. So it's all based. It was essentially a male gaze advert that sold jeans based off the male gaze, and that's why all her movies have been like chick flicks. Essentially, it was a female boxer. How many men were interested in that boxing movie? The Island just seemed to be like some emotional drama between a few people. That movie would have failed it when you released it anytime.
She's that like kind of like not Western. What was that one? It was like they were like on a prairie or something, right? That's what it looked like. I could be thinking of something else, but she's actually released quite a few movies in the last like 2 years, and I think Anyone But You is the only one that did okay. So
the moment the movies were announced, everyone knew they'd fail. They're failing for the same reason that the rest of the stuff in Hollywood has failed. You're aiming them at the wrong audience.
Yeah.
Like,
no,
Sydney
she's
Sweeney
a
has
male gaze lady, like 100%.
Yeah, she's actually one of the few people. Like, there are loads of attractive women in Hollywood, but they're not allowed to be attractive. You see them on the red carpets, and like, I didn't actually know you existed. So there's loads of people that would fill this role, but at the moment, Sydney Sweeney is the only one who's like allowing men to like her and going along with it as if, no, I'm here to be adored. All the other women kind of would be the whole, no, I just do this for me, and I wear makeup for me, and I get everything out on the red carpet just for me, and I actually don't, you shouldn't be looking at me. Sydney's the only one that went the other way and played up to it. And so that's why she is the person. We're just waiting for somebody else to do the same thing.
Yeah.
And they would also make all of the money. There was an article recently, Sydney Sweeney has overtaken, I think it was Kim Kardashian and somebody else as the actress with the most monetary pull for brands, going over $400 million.
Wow.
So,
well, yeah, because she had a few. Like she had not even just American Eagle. She was doing. There was quite a few, but like a big ones like Baskin
she did
Robbins.
Like a bath soap one, and there was another one which I think was it a beer or something. She did a few ads, and they've all been based around the same thing. All of them were done with like a nod and a wink. Some kind of euphemism about her and liking her. I think even the bath one it was what was it?
Squatch. Oh, what she said.
But her statement was something about do you like my bath soap? Like everything had some kind of double entendre about liking her. And that is why people like her, because it's the permission to do it, rather than the nagging, spiteful tone.
Yeah, and that's how. I mean, listen, the Jabroni Big Time just said what all the men are thinking. Thank you for the 2. I like boobies very much. More boobies in movies.
They've been eradicated. Now, it used to be the other way around. Loads of people would get their top off, but you would never see a man's dangly bits. And now they're all everywhere. They're swinging around doing the windmill in every property you can think of, trying to cram as many of them in as possible.
Thank you,
I'm surprised
Peacemaker.
Hollywood hasn't flown away at this point. There's that many people doing the windmill in their things. They're going to generate an updraft and everyone's going to fly off into space. But what you don't generally see is attractive women showing off anything. Like Will Smith, he go in a party, he'll just be in the shower again for no reason whatsoever.
He just to show off his booty. But that's always been Will. That's nothing new.
Yeah, that used to happen. But a guy's full frontal, you never saw it. Now you see that all the time, but the women don't. It's just 'cause the people making the movie.
Yeah. So I found this was the game that you said looked kind of interesting. I don't. I'm just gonna pull it up. I don't think I'll get hit for it, but games are weird. So I'm gonna do no sound
before you do it, because this is a really short thing. But it's because you said game and I said Game of Thrones.
Oh, so, I just pulled that up too.
Was this what you were going to talk about?
No. After this game thing, I just seen the thing on this.
Well, it's just because you said game and I meant Game of Thrones, so it reminded me. Yeah, 97 Kingdoms renewed for a second season, and it hasn't even released yet. So It's good for many reasons. The main one, I think, is if it is a hit, there's going to be a much shorter gap between seasons if they can make them as close as possible. It's cheaper for them. It's full of advantages to do this. But it also shows confidence in what they're making. And
when does this
what
come
Ryan
out?
was saying, I don't know whether it says
Soon. The first season.
2027.
Oh
no,
never
that's
mind.
the second season. Will be in 2027.
January 18th, 2026.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
so
just
next year.
skipped over the first date. Yeah, but apparently this is far more of just a traditional self-contained story of heroism, which George R. R. Martin doesn't do. So it's actually apparently you can watch this without liking Game of Thrones, knowing anything about it. It's just what you would consider a normal fantasy adventure, which I actually would much prefer than Game of Thrones. So
I'm okay with
I'm looking
that.
forward to this.
I'm all like, not to say all about, it depends on like the universe, but if it's like a decent universe, or like an example is Game of Thrones, the ending sucked and it kind of ruined the whole thing for everybody, but it was such a good concept until the last 2 seasons. So kind of doing something new in that same universe is a good idea, because it's kind of like, it's not hitting the reset, but it's giving us something different that is familiar but also different. You know what I mean? People might like it.
I think I would have liked Game of Thrones if it followed a more Wheel of Time kind of angle, where people grew into roles and people grew into heroism, and some people rose to the top, rather than just being constantly cynical all the time. So this being an actually heroic series is way more up my kind of alley as a story. And I really like the first series of Game of Thrones. I wasn't into the rest as much as other people.
What, the House of Dragons?
I wasn't into House of Dragon at all, but I also wasn't into Game of Thrones as much as everyone else. It was all right, but it's not up there in like best series like it is for lots of other people. Really like the
Not for
first
me
season.
either. I liked it.
The rest,
oh yeah,
meh.
first season was good.
I think it's the politics stuff. I don't see the politics as like deep and complex as a lot of other people do. I prefer Wheel of Time, Game of Houses. I think it's way more complex. But if this is just a traditional heroic tale, yeah, I'd much prefer that than what we got with them.
I hope it's good. Last year, I wish I would have done it with season 1, but I did like a stream like the day after House of Dragon with a few people, and it did all right. And people were asking if I was going to do this one. And I'm like, no, I'm just going to watch it and I'll talk about it on like Saucy and stuff. Like I didn't want to do a dedicated show to it, especially if it ends up not being interesting. I hope it is though. And no, the thing that I had to bring up, we keep talking about this, it has to do with Game of Thrones, but it actually wasn't that. I thought that you had
the issue with that series is apparently those books aren't finished either. So
I'm shocked.
They're starting all these different book series. Not a single one is finished.
He's not going to finish Game of Thrones, all right, guys? I'm
no,
sorry.
He's not going to finish any of them, though.
He's not.
All these series are being created off his books, and he hasn't finished a single project.
Imagine, and you know what the crazy thing is? Like, I mean, among other things, but he has just go online, go on forums, go on Reddit, go on, whatever, all these people talking about Game of Thrones and what they would have wanted the ending to be like, and take these ideas and put it in your freaking book. You can make the book ending so epic and so much better than what they did with the show. Like, the ideas are just right there. Take it, make it your own, change it up a bit, whatever you got to do. I don't know. I'm just a girl on the internet, but like, I feel like that would work. I don't know.
I think he's too famous, too well liked, too rich, and
he doesn't care anymore. He's too fat to care. He can't pick up the pen anymore. His fingers are too fat.
I think it is just that he knows if he writes the book, it will be worse than anything else that anyone has ever done. And you find this with lots of TV series. People like the first few episodes. They go, "This is really good," and you watch it thinking, "No, it isn't."
Oh, I didn't know that, Ian. Thanks.
Then what they say is, "Oh no, but it's got so much potential. This can happen, and this can happen." And you realize people like it because they're theory crafting in their head their perfect story, and they're writing their own perfect story just for them about what the series is going to be, and that's what they like. And so you will find a lot of people who like Game of Thrones because it isn't finished, and they can theory craft on it, and they can make their own ending. And anything that he writes will be worse than what they do because it will never be custom tailored to them. And so the only way he can avoid any of that is not to finish it.
I guess so. And just like real quick, I just seen it now while we were live. I didn't even know this was happening. But George R. R. Martin confirms that there are Game of Thrones sequel projects in the works.
How can you have a sequel project? Something you haven't finished.
The question on
you
everyone's
need to know
mind.
the ending before you can do a sequel.
Well, sequel projects, he's going to do shows, but it's like, the thing is, when you're doing, now House of Dragons was a little bit different because that focus, like, people were like, yes, dragons, we want more dragons. So that's why I feel like a big reason why that show is popular. And also Matt Smith does a fantastic job.
He was the main thing I liked. I didn't like scenes he wasn't in. I love scenes he was in.
That's why season 2, people were like, Damon's still at Harrenthal. Come on now. Like, get back into the story, please. Like, more so. I think the next season is going to be much better. This one, like, had its good moments, but it seemed like it was kind of a filler season because it was during, like, the writer's strike and all this, like, crap going on with Hollywood. I believe this. I believe that they will do sequel projects, but it's going to be shows, not books.
I thought they'd already been announced. Like, wasn't there going to be a Jon Snow series?
Was there a while ago?
There was lots of rumors, lots of people being signed. I think the actors generally agreed because they've not really done anything since. Like Jon Snow, hated him in Game of Thrones, despise him as a character, don't like him as an actor. He went into Spooks, which is one of my favourite spy series from the BBC, destroyed that movie when he went in it as well, and so I'm not interested in the Jon Snow movie at all.
So it says
I was so happy when he got killed in the show, and then when he came back, I couldn't believe it.
You're angry
this
again.
has happened twice to me, actually. Every character I despise, every show I love turns to ash and gets deleted off the face of the universe, like Willow.
Stop talking about it.
Every actor that I hate dies and somehow comes back to life. Jon Snow happened, and then Coral from Walking Dead got shot in the face.
Coral?
Yes. And then he survives. He gets shot in the head and survives. Only to me could this happen. It's like, I think this is personal.
So there are other Game of Thrones spin-off projects in development. Most are prequels. There are several in development, 5 or 6 series, and I'm not developing them alone. I'm working with other people. Yes, there are some sequels. That's apparently what he said. And these are pictures just of Game of Thrones.
It's just random pictures that we decided to add.
Thanks. I thought that it was something different.
It's like we just added pictures for the algorithm. That's what that is.
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, whatever. I respect it. You gotta do what you gotta do. Ian for 50, thank you. He claimed he doesn't read forums because if someone guessed the ending, he might be tempted to change it. Or if someone made a better ending, he might be tempted to steal it. But it's moot as he clearly is done writing. Yeah. Yep.
If anything, he seems to be going backwards in the writing. Like, Gary tracks it all, and he's like, I think he's deleted a few pages. So.
Probably.
Whoops.
Call you MG. Did I say that right? Thank you for the 10. Loving this Callum. Oh my gosh, you're right. I'm sorry. Oh my Callum G.
It was yesterday. I think Ryan was reading something. I can't remember what he said, but it was like a Lord de Mons or something, and it turned out to be something Edmonds. And it was like,
oh no, doesn't it? After like once the stream starts getting near the end, like our brains start to melt a bit.
Well, no, it's no one's fault reading them. YouTube did it. It's the app thing. Because when people wrote their name, they would capitalize it to be readable. But if it's just a string of letters, then you don't know where it ends or not.
It's true. Thank you, Callum. Loving this podcast. You make my night shift less boring, so I appreciate the content. Thank you so much. We appreciate the kind words. Market reality for 2. Sydney Sweeney should be James Gunn's Power Girl. I mean, people wouldn't be mad at that. And it is for men, so there you go.
It's being used as a weapon against her that her movies are flopping. But if you just look at the titles, it's obvious why. I don't think it holds weight at all. She hasn't been in a role which people have been asking for her to be in yet.
Matthew, thank you for the 2. New Stargate series was announced, fingers crossed.
Yes, I love Stargate. I've seen them all. I've rewatched Atlantis and Stargate SG-1 multiple times. I don't trust Amazon because of what they've done, obviously, but they did fire Jennifer Salke. So I'm willing to give them a shot until they disappoint me again. Yes, because I genuinely think that she was the one absolutely destroying everything and put it all in. So there's obviously got to be other people there. But if you're clever enough to realize that Jennifer Salke needs to be fired, you might be restraining other people. We'll see.
Ian says they shot up a pilot for the Game of Thrones spinoff, and it was so bad they accidentally ate the L. I remember hearing about that. Yeah, him and Sean are talking about it in chat. Yeah, it's
Well,
I vaguely
That's
remember
also
that.
what pilots are for. Like, you should be making pilots so that you can find out its ass
it's
and
good.
cancelling them.
Yeah.
Rather than an entire series. It was
Yeah.
like, there was another Stargate thing they tried to resurrect at one point. It became like an online web miniseries. Did not like that at all. Everything
No.
about that seemed awful. So that is another benefit of miniseries and pilots.
Yeah. What do you think of this? It's our boy John Boyega.
Oh, not again. Can he just piss off somewhere, please? I'm fed up of hearing about him. He was crap in Star Wars. No, I don't have some secret fetish for him that, oh, he was the best thing there and I only wish he had a better character. He's done nothing but run his mouth. When there was problems in America, he came back to England and tried to bring them over here. He's a horrible person. I don't know why he keeps being in the news.
Okay, John Boyega says he'd love to see Finn and Poe return, but only in a movie. Me and Oscar are very stubborn, and we believe the bromance should only be on the big screen. He said that at Liverpool Comic-Con. It's really
Was
just
Po- was-
silent.
Was Poe the pilot?
Yeah, that's Oscar Isaac, yeah.
He was my favorite character from the movies.
Yeah, same.
I wouldn't mind it of him if he'd had a bigger spun-off thing.
Even though Oscar Isaac is an idiot
but again,
right now.
this is just John Boyega going, I wish I had more work. That's all this is. Everything he does. And no, I remember your previous comments about, no, don't tell me what's happened with the chocolate chips. You've gone against Disney, then you've like sidled up to him and gone, oh no, it wasn't Disney actually, it was the fans all along. He's a snake.
You know what? And you're telling me that if John Boyega was offered a TV series, like even if it wasn't just bringing Finn back, but you're telling me if Disney didn't
He
offer
could
him a
be
TV
offered a
series,
job in Tesco and I think he'd take it
that's
at
what
this
I'm
point.
saying. That's what I'm saying. But and Oscar Isaac is such an idiot right now, and he would not do it. It's because Disney bows to fascists or whatever the heck he said. So we'd have to see what happens. Again, their favorite word.
I'm not surprised that John Boyega isn't getting work because he has attacked both sides and he keeps trying to sidle up to the next one to see if they'll support him in it by insulting the other one. Yeah, that's not actually good for your career. Swing back and forth. I've never seen him criticize Disney for shrinking him on a poster in China because he knows where his bread's buttered.
I know. I remember that he was criticizing everyone else, but it's like you were like, wasn't he not in the poster or was he just small?
He was small. So he was up front, and then I think they shrunk him and moved him somewhere else.
Let's just
You have to
put him in
play
the
like
corner.
it's not Where's Waldo, it's Where's John. Like, it's on the poster.
No. And the background's probably like super dark too, so it's like they shrink him and it's like you can't see him.
Well, they did the same thing with Black Panther. He's wearing a mask on the Chinese posters.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Disney's gonna Disney and they don't care.
Well,
We're the ones that are messed
look,
up.
I don't mind if it's like, well, this country has different rules, and so we're going to change the movie so it can be shown in there. Okay, that's business. But then don't go and virtue signal over it and pretend that you care about it. That's the problem that I have.
Yeah.
Like, I'm more than willing to go, no, of course we did it. Are you insane? They're worth billions of dollars. Yes. We'll sell to bigots as well. I'd actually respect that if they're like, no, we sell to bigots.
We just
Like,
want the
great.
money. Like, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense. Like, I used to say you gotta hit them in their wallets, but like they're getting hit in their wallets and they still aren't getting.
Yeah, I can
bigger picture
respect
here.
somebody that like at least with a money man who's generally just interested in cash. You can kind of respect because they will give the audience what they want because that's how they make money. So you can kind of rely on where they're going to go in the storm. The problem comes when you get ideological because then you just have like true believers. They're just lunatics that will keep going at all costs.
It's true. Did you see this? That, and then after that, I gotta make sure I found a little bit of footage of that game that you said you looked cool, so we can look at that. But did you see this? Is the last Ronin R-rated live action film is no longer moving forward. I'm kind of surprised with the how well Deadpool did, but I mean at the same time,
I could understand why there's not an R-rated Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles being made.
So, new Paramount owners didn't want the first non-animated Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie in a decade to be a bloody adult skewing story. Okay, I only know a tiny bit about the Ronin, so I guess okay, if that's what it's about, like that bloody and like gory and stuff, then it makes sense.
I would point out though, this new Paramount owners, what is it, Ellis? Variety are pitching him as he wants to create some kind of alpha male empire in Hollywood, which they were using as an insult, but I just thought made him sound cool. And if that was true, he would 100% want an adult, blood, gory TMNT.
Fair point.
So, him doing this more kind of means, no, we want to be family friendly and safe, and we're going to have animated stuff, and it's a kid's IP. And I don't necessarily think they're wrong arguments.
No.
I'm not sure that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is the IP I would have chosen for a gory adult movie.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that would do very well. And I'm the kind of person that likes, what was it? the Winnie the Pooh horror story where he
You
just
seen
goes,
that? I didn't watch that. Is that good?
No, I haven't seen it. Well, I'd love
Oh.
the idea of it. It's like I could understand that kind of thing. There was also a recent one with unicorns where there is a unicorn horror thing because I think it's like they cure cancer and stuff. So they kill a unicorn and then its mom comes along and starts slaughtering all of them.
That was the one with Jenna Ortega, right? And
Yes.
Paul Rudd.
Yeah,
I didn't see that. Was it good?
I think it did. I don't think anyone saw it. I think it did awfully.
Oh, he's like, I didn't see it. No one did.
The trailer looks interesting. So there's definitely some kind of room for it, but I don't think they do particularly well.
Yeah, certain things I don't want to see. I'm not like, like hurt that they did the Winnie the Pooh thing. I thought that was more silly, but like they did like a horror Peter Pan and like certain movies that I loved like as a kid, I don't really want to see turn gory. It depends on what it is.
They
like,
tend to be comedy spoofs when that happens.
Yeah.
Like the Winnie the Pooh, I think it was meant to, it's like tongue in cheek. We know what we're doing.
They made two, didn't they? There was a sequel?
I don't know. There's been lots of that kind of thing. There was one with the Tooth Fairy and everything. Although I've heard that the Tooth Fairy, if you go back to the original lore, is horrific. It's like, what you know about the Tooth Fairy is like, no, that's not the original lore.
I mean, to be fair, same with Peter Pan. It was like he visited sick boys or so. I forget like the actual lore, but it's like a little bit, it actually is a little bit more on the horror side. They like kidnapped them or something like that.
Isn't this, I thought there might have been something with children. Not children, Santa. The lore of the original Santa Claus, St. Nicholas, no.
It's,
what is it? Santa Claus would gather up naughty children, toss them in his basket, and whisk them away to the North Pole to serve.
Oh, jeez. To serve, the way you said that. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, that's creepy. They're making a Betty Boop horror now, Mongoose, really? Wow. I'm not surprised. Like, all these IPs that are, like, coming up, yeah, they were the elves. Krampus? Are you thinking Krampus? That's what I was thinking. I couldn't think of the word. Krampus, isn't that like the German Santa or something like that?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of like Germanic roots and things.
Yeah, there is.
And you find a lot of these stories come from like multiple things that have been combined. Like the Christmas tree with Jesus. It was a pagan thing. So everything merges into one kind of thing over time. But yeah, I think there was another. Is it the Danish? They might have a different thing for that as well. But I do know there's definitely some dark Santa stories out there.
Yeah, I feel like that's what's gonna happen, Hokies. Going forward, anything that enters public domain will get a horror movie made of it, or so it seems. Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine so. Well, at the same time,
really,
Snow White came
Ian?
out. Yeah, I knew there was a few things in like European countries, but at the same time that Snow White came out, there was an evil horror Snow White came out almost at the same time.
Probably better
because obviously that's public domain. I think it's Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, which is the one Disney owns specifically.
I remember seeing like when I was a kid, like this weird. It was probably like a made-for-TV thing, but I rented it at the library, and it was like a not super dark, but a bit more dark take on Snow White. Because I know all these stories have dark roots, the fairy tales, but where she gets like strangled by scarves. There was like a few different ways that the queen was trying to kill her, and the dwarves like found her and like saved her every time. But I think still in that one it was the apple that ultimately killed her. But I think she choked on it, that it wasn't poison, that she just like choked on it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, so if you go back and read lots of these things, so Cinderella's stepsisters cut parts of their feet off to try and make the glass slippers fit.
Yes.
There was another story about somebody dancing themselves to death in magic shoes. I can't remember who that was.
Oh yeah.
The red shoes. Oh, the concept of being forced to dance to death by enchanted shoes. Central plot of Hans Christian Andersen's fairy tale, The Red Shoes, 1845. According to AI.
I don't remember the Snow White one I watched. Like that was like such a long time ago. It was like like I said, like it was like some made for TV, like no stars in it.
In the original Snow White story, the evil queen is forced to dance herself to death in red hot shoes, glowing from the hearth as a justice for her crimes.
Yeah. Yeah, these stories are pretty dark. Disney made them,
Well,
more
they
kid
were
friendly.
designed.
Like even the Little Mermaid, doesn't she like sew her legs together or something in one of the versions? Like, because she wants to be
I
a
think there's
mermaid again or something like
yeah.
that.
Well, it's like what is it? Hansel and Gretel, the witch in the forest.
Oh yeah.
She lures them in, and then she tries to cook them alive in her oven. Children's stories were always really dark, violent, because they were there to teach you things. This is why we have stories. This is why we like stories, because it allows you to gain the experience of a dangerous situation without being put in the dangerous situation. And so when you were in a dangerous world where you could die at all times, you could starve, there was plague and everything, you gave kids the tools to survive in that world. And that's what we've forgotten. Kid stories, when I was a kid, Watership Down, Jesus. Like, they would not make that today, and they would not show it to kids. Everyone was scarred by the never-ending story when the horse drowned in mud. But that was part of growing up. Everyone should face it. Everyone should go through it. Now we have TikTok.
That scars people enough.
TikTok should just be 24/7 Watership Down until the kids learn. What we need.
The kids learn.
Yes.
Black Cane, they gave it a 5. Robert Jordan changed a major twist in Wheel of Time because the internet guessed the... What is that?
I'm not sure that's the exact spelling of the thing. Also, I read the book, so my pronunciations... Oh, it is Time-100. I thought that was a misspelling. I thought there was an L... Oh, I think I'm thinking of Demandred. Lots of his names are very, very similar, as you can tell.
Yes. And Jesus Davila gifted a membership. Thank you so much. Okay, we are caught up on soups. All right.
That's why I didn't know him straight away. I know him as Tame. I very rarely seen his full name. The full name there.
He's like, that's not right.
People theorize that Tame was Demandred since the series ended.
Oh. I haven't read the books or watched it, so I'm not familiar with any of it. All right. Now here is some gameplay of Tides of Annihilation. I'm going to keep the sound off and we can just like talk over it, watch it, whatever. I don't know.
Wait, so... I'd
Hold
never
on,
known
we'll
this.
wait.
Mazrim Tame was supposed to be Demandred, who was one of the Forsaken. I actually didn't know that.
Really?
Because I read the books. I was not involved in theory crafting. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know he changed anything. I much prefer that Tame is not Demandred. I would not have liked that.
Yeah, like I don't. Sorry, Ian. That's crazy. I haven't said that in a while.
Wild.
That's wild.
That's wild, bro.
Hold on a second. What was this? No, that's not important. Okay. Anyways, let me get to the gameplay. See if you're interested in it. I have been put in the disp queue. Yeah, it's okay. It's getting near the end of the night, so you guys know what happens to my brain at this time. It's fine. I'll go in the queue and regenerate a little bit. All right. So this is new gameplay footage. What?
Go in another queue for a second.
Hold on, another queue.
I've just seen a tweet and it's wild. What happened to Tuvok? He looks like he's dying. That does not look like that looks like he could be a character in Wicked.
What is Hollywood doing? Who even is that? I can't.
That's Tuvok from Voyager.
Oh.
Star Trek Voyager.
He's very
709.
Wow.
Yeah, he like you very bony. It feels really weird to go from an age where Hollywood where lots of people you're healthy at any size to suddenly everyone looks like a skeleton.
What is going on?
I think
maybe
it's
it
Ozempic.
is.
I think people are just recommending Ozempic to everybody.
Gosh. It's unrecognizable. All right, are you ready to see the gameplay?
Yep.
I'm pulling it up for you. You said it looked cool.
It did look cool.
It did. I'm not going to share the audio, though,
When
guys.
I heard Arthurian Legend, I think I might have seen a previous trailer, but I'm not sure.
So, new gameplay footage of Tides of Annihilation, fantasy action adventure inspired by Arthurian legend, set in modern London. Play as Gwendolyn, the city's last savior.
There's not a machete in sight. What do you mean?
All right, here we go. You can talk over it. I'm not
Like,
gonna.
you can play the audio because game things won't be.
Probably.
But
I thought
I
it was.
can't even hear the audio.
No, I don't have it on. I thought it was
Oh,
just
okay.
background music, but there is a little bit of talking. So let me do that. New gameplay, share tab.
Well, if there's background music, game music, you don't generally get hit for.
All right. Well, here we go.
You
Hear
know
it?
not of what you speak. Accept your defeat.
I'm sorry, but is this meant to be modern London? I'm just. It doesn't look anything like modern London.
No, it looks like a fantasy, like 1800. I don't know. Here, I'll turn it down just a little bit. It is kind of loud.
I could understand like Arthurian legends and everything. So it's like Elden Ring essentially. At least the battles.
I think it looks very pretty.
Oh yeah. Well, that's why it's kind of interesting. It has the sort of Japanese style, but it's also best in the case. It's kind of cool.
Ah, okay, Mongoose. I might have to get this. This looks like might be a fun stream game.
Yeah, I mean, it looks very similar to Elden Ring boss fights. Technically Welsh. Look, you want to take that angle? I can't see a sheep either.
I knew he was gonna bring up the sheep.
Yeah.
This reminds me a little bit of Stellar Blade too. Not like because of any like the hot girl or anything, but like the fighting style.
Yeah, I mean, it's... When I say Elden Ring, it is used by lots of games, that kind of style.
Yeah.
Even with your new ally, we end this here.
What was... What? I was grabbed and then suddenly I summoned a little man.
Enemy of my enemy.
Peter
I
Dinklage?
lend you my strength.
We fight as one.
One thing... Who is making this game?
What? You looking to
I'm
see who
wondering
made
who's
it?
making the game, because I was going to say one thing that Japanese do, but it's kind of like an Asian trope, an anime trope kind of thing that they do all the time. It's always very dramatic. Their boss fights and everything are always very dramatic. People in the middle of a fight will just be like, I promise you my sword, and they have like a conversation with lots of staring into each other's eyes in the middle of the fight. No, you don't understand. I was born for this. From the time of my mom. And they're just standing there staring at each other.
I just don't understand the modern London.
I don't
What?
get that either, but it's probably if they want to very loosely base something around King Arthur, they're just going to say, "Oh, it's London." But I don't think they actually mean modern London.
Oh, okay.
They probably just mean as a geographic location because it's King Arthur or something.
Yeah. That would make sense.
Tyranno of the Nine. You will not.
He keeps pulling that second guy out of her pocket,
She's in her pocket.
but he just appears and then vanishes again.
Only the king will.
But yeah, with something like this, what you're after is like challenge, hopefully not impossible challenge, like Elden Ring.
Oh my gosh, yeah,
But
I couldn't
that's
do
why
that.
well, it's like why I liked Elden Ring, because it allowed you that if you got stuck in a boss, you could just go somewhere else and level up, and therefore you'd like chose your own difficulty level. If you wanted it to be harder, you could deliberately just do the bosses under leveled, and if you weren't very good at it, you can go around killing a load of things and go in basically OP.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
like that about Elden Ring. I don't know how this will be though. But yeah, I imagine most of this is just basically the same.
Yeah.
It's just a 4-minute boss fight.
I just think it looks pretty.
Oh, it does. But you can add in loads of graphics and different stages and stuff to this.
Yeah. Is it going to say when it's coming out? No, it doesn't have a release date yet. Huh.
Wishlist now.
Yeah,
I
it
was
does
wondering
look
if wishlisting
interesting.
does anything.
I know, right? It lets you know that it's coming out when it's coming out, which you already knew.
Yeah,
well,
I always think a release date would probably do more for your sales than wish listing, but
you would think. All right. I think, is there anything else that you wanted to cover? I think I actually got through all the topics that I wanted to today. We kind of breezed through that today.
not off the top of my head. I'm sure I could scroll for things. But...
Yeah. If there's anything, if not, then all good. Russell Halford 2, if it's modern London, where are all the I don't know if I can say this word.
Durkas. That's a reference.
I don't know if that's like a
reference.
No,
that's Team America.
Oh, well, yeah, I haven't seen that. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen that in so long. Okay, that went over my head. Got through all the topics. What has become of the show? I know we didn't really digress very much.
Well,
today.
with 3 people, there's more random topics that go off the rails. I think that's what it is.
Yeah,
2 people
true.
is a lot more focused on things. When it gets to 3 people, it just randomly
tend to
talk
go
about
off
any
a
old
bit.
crap.
Yeah, go off, and we all have our own little like point to make on each topic. So.
Oh, this was the hang on.
What you got?
This was the Wicked pictures.
Oh my gosh!
That
Oh
Critical
yeah,
Drinker
that's
had
what
on
I
his
was.
stream.
That's who shared it. I couldn't find it. I forgot to bookmark it.
Yeah, and it's like before the movie, after the movie, and you can
Oh
see
my
her ribs.
gosh.
Ariana Grande. Now she shades her cheeks to make so she looks like she's starving, but it's done deliberately. Which
But
is
she
just
does.
a
Look at
weird
her
way to do the
her
makeup.
body.
But
Like
look
comparison,
at
she's
Michelle
full,
Yeoh.
and then not. Yeah. Oh my
Like,
gosh.
I don't think she has the strength to lift a burger to her mouth at this point. What we need to do is we need to get a load of pop stars to stage an intervention to send food to her. Like, Africa's had enough
Like the
food.
starving
We need
kids
to
to
send,
Africa,
we need
you
to
can-
send it to Michelle Yeoh.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
That's where he was like, you could
Put
pour
soup
soup.
I mean, he's not
Like, look, she
wrong.
can store it there.
It's weird that like she definitely looks the worst, but like even Ariana Grande, she looks all full and healthy in the
Oh
left.
yeah, well
and
there you
then,
can see ribs. You can't see ribs there.
Yeah. No. Oof.
And she is actually doing this because if you see here, her shoulders are forwards.
Yeah.
She's shoving her shoulders back in this picture to make it look like more emaciated. It would pull everything on your chest backwards to deliberately show your bones. So it's a very weird pose she's doing at all. But even when you look at Cynthia, just skeleton. It's wild.
Yeah, it is. Like everyone was saying, like it's a Wicked cast, but it's not just.
And actually, she looks way better when she's got more meat on her. It's like
She
just even
does.
just facially, like the vampire look kind of goes away a bit more.
It does. It does. I mean, she also has a little bit of hair there too, but like it's the thinness that makes her look like
Yeah, it
Nosferatu.
accentuates like a bony cheeks, which she's already got like sticky out cheeks, and then also her skull shape. Like I can see the curves in your skull there. I can't. This wild.
Like, why would anybody like
I don't
want
know.
to deliberately look that way?
Well, yeah, Hollywood used to be about thinness and stuff, and now it's just gone. And it went almost instantly. The moment Ozempic came out, fat went out the window, and now everyone's a rake again. It's kind of wild. I remember there was a guy who was talking about why all the Jacksons have like the same nose, and he says it's because if you want to go for surgery, you generally go off recommendations, and there are some surgeons that don't shape the nose to the face; they just have a nose that they give people, and so if all your family recommend the same surgeon, you'll walk out with the same nose. So everyone kind of looks the same. And I wonder if that's like Ozempic. They're just on a set, and they talk with all the cast and everything. It's like, oh, you should try Ozempic, because it's done wonders for me. I lost loads of weight. Oh, I'll try it then. And then everyone goes on it. It just spreads like a virus through everywhere.
Heroin.
Well, I don't know whether Ozempic might be, like, more expensive.
Well, they're making it easier to obtain, you know? Like, I think before, like, you had to have, like, you probably still have to have your doctor give you a prescription, but if you're, like, overweight at all, you can probably
I'm
just
sure
get
people
it.
in Hollywood, I'm sure there's
Oh,
doctors to
Hollywood,
give
they
you-
don't need to. They can just
I'm sure
Probably.
the doctors there would sign you basically anything you asked for, yeah.
Uh-huh.
All the private stuff.
Yep. Hey Zeus, thank you for the 5. Apparently a game is being made like Escape from Tarkov, but with rubber ducks.
Escape from Duckov. I think it released not that long ago and did really well. At one point, it had like 500,000 players and stuff. It sold loads.
I think Vara
And-
played that.
Yeah, it's decent. It's like a more cartoony thing, but it has some interesting things like your point of view that you see, your cone of vision actually works. So if your cone of vision's here and there's a guy there, you don't see him. So you do have to actually concentrate on it, and it is like Tarkov, but with ducks. And it was even supported by Tarkov themselves. So
Really?
there's videos that Tarkov have released with ducks running around in them. And there's lots of references in Escape from Duckov about Tarkov.
Yeah, I heard about that. Okay, it released this year, right? Like it's not super.
it did really
it's
well.
New. Yeah.
They kept pumping out all the stuff, and it went off and like, we've had 100,000 players. We never thought we'd reach this. Then it was like 250, 500. There's 1 million players. I bet they couldn't believe it. I think it was in the top sales for quite a while.
Yeah. He went, listen, ducks are great. Look, I got my homies back there. We love
Well,
ducks.
It's the same with it. It's like an extraction shooter, but it's not as hardcore as Tarkov. It's a bit more casual, and that's exactly what Arc Raiders is. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
you know, it is the extraction shooter, but it doesn't have all the pain and misery that Tarkov does, and people love it.
One more thing here. This is gonna shock everybody. Okay, get ready for it. Hugh Jackman on potentially returning as Wolverine in the upcoming Avengers film. Maybe. I'm never saying never ever again, even though he retired like 10 years ago, but then came back. So I
Look,
believe it.
We'd all retire and then come back for $20 million. Like,
Absolutely.
It's
I'm not coming at him for that, but it's just like they say that and it's like, okay, sure. When anybody says that they're retiring, it's like, to be honest, the ones that don't announce it and just kind of disappear because of like maybe some kind of family issue happened or they're just like done with Hollywood, those are the ones that usually stay in retirement. But the ones that announce it, I tend to not believe them.
I could understand why he would, because what people like him have to do in superhero movies puts a lot of strain on your body. All
Yeah.
the chemicals they pump into themselves, the time in the gym just to get all the body and everything. Yeah, I imagine it's very stressful and very unhealthy. And
Well, didn't he do the like where he only drank water for a few days?
Yeah,
like, for the
before
one
his
scene that he
topless
had to
scene.
like, yeah.
yeah, to make everything as lean as possible.
Yeah.
I can 100%, and it's not even only drinking water for a few days. Most people can do that. It is all this like the real chemicals, the hormones, and everything you have to put yourself in just to get that big in the first place. Because
Yeah.
if you don't dope, you look toned, but you still just look like a normal bloke who's toned. When you bulk like that, you're on something.
Yeah.
And that has got to put a lot of strain on your body.
Oh, it was for that he did the water fast for lesbian. So he like he got tiny then.
Well, there was something that he said for a few days before. It was the topless scene in the Deadpool movie. He did do something for a few days before that, because I remember
Okay.
the interview. Because he knew it was coming up. And I think a lot of actors are like, you have to give me so much time notice before one of those scenes so I can make myself look good.
Yeah, he used to puree chicken breast to drink to get enough protein. Wow.
I always remember, I think on Gladiators, where they would show you the diets of what they would eat just to, like, the sheer amount of calories and bulking and stuff. I don't know how they consume that much stuff, to be honest. I could not physically eat that much.
No. Mm-mm. Yeah, some of these actors, when they really get into the roles, right, and they want to transform their bodies, they do tend to go overboard and almost didn't Christian Bale like almost die?
Yes, I can't remember, was it The Machinist or something?
I think so.
He is at one point, he is just, he doesn't look human. You're kind of amazed he's alive. He's just bones.
A walking
It's
skeleton. He makes
horrific.
Ariana Grande look fat.
Yeah, it was awful to do that to yourself. Yeah, for even
Yeah.
for millions of dollars, I can understand why someone would for millions of dollars, but that was, I hope he had medical care while that was going on.
Well, yeah, it's for pay too, but some of these actors actually care about the art that they're creating, and that's when they get too into the role. And like Jim Carrey is an example. Like he would become the person that he was playing, like Andy Kaufman, and they get lost in these roles. Same with characters that have to play like darker characters, like serial killers or whatever. When they put themselves in that mindset, sometimes they have to like get medicated or like go on to therapy afterwards because they went too deep into the role to make art,
Wait.
I guess.
Yeah, but also there's an element of if you're really liked in a movie, it's the future of your career, which is millions upon millions upon millions of dollars. And so
Yep,
they
that's a
think
good example.
it's worth it. They want to be seen like that so they can get the next role. And
Yeah.
if he does retire from Wolverine, very unlikely he means retire from movies.
Yeah, just
And so
Wolverine.
you would want people to go away thinking of you in like your top peak performance, so that in later roles you can benefit from that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's that time. We finished all the topics. So, what you have All's Fair video coming this week, I'm guessing?
Yeah, all's fair. There's a few other videos I want to get out as well. There might be a sudden flurry of videos that I need to get out.
And Escape
But,
from Tarkov. You don't
just-
stream that, right? You just play Escape from Tarkov. You don't stream that.
Yeah, not sure Escape from Tarkov is a particularly interesting streamable game. There's a
No.
lot of time where you're just questing and stuff. There's far more interesting, more action-packed games I think you can stream.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just enjoy. I like hoarding things, so I like going out, gathering things, bringing it back, keeping it there.
He's a hunter and a gatherer, just like
Yeah.
the men in the old days. He still has that wired into him.
About in an extraction shoot. Like there are some people in extraction shooters like I want all the best stuff, and I have a really clean and tidy stash, and I'm just like I want to gather as much crap.
He's
store
a
as much
real
stuff
life
as
squirrel.
possible.
He's really a squirrel.
Yeah, I just buy as many cases and just keep shoving everything into the cases.
And I will be back let's see, Wednesday. I will the Vara and Virtue show, but that it will be on Vara's channel. And as always, Wicked's World. I know it's Thanksgiving, but since I have it at noon now, that makes it a bit easier for me. I won't miss like dinner or anything or cooking. So Wicked's World on Thursday, and then some gaming streams. I'm gonna send you guys over to Vara right now. She's playing something. I didn't see when I added the redirect. Wait, is she still alive? She is. Okay, yeah, she goes for a long time. She's playing psychological survivor horror time, starting Total Chaos. Okay, Total Chaos. There you go. So go say hi to Vara. We'll see you next week, and we will all be here because X-Ray will be home. So yeah, have a good rest of your night, guys, and we'll see you next week. And also, if I don't see any of you guys, happy Thanksgiving to my American friends. All right. Bye.
Yeah.